All right. All right, kid, I hope you. What's up, you guys? Listen, I have just a weird day. I want to show y'all something. So, I had to go to the ER because some things had happened. And can y'all hear me? I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Give me a second before we actually get started. Give me a second, okay? Give me a second. Can y'all hear me? All right, y'all can hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Press 1 if y'all can hear me. So, last night I had to go to the ER because I have just been falling, not been feeling my best self, walking and stuff. So they had put me on these crutches. I said, okay, I got the crutches. And so I don't know how to use these crutches. So tell me why I'm literally with the crutches and I tripped and fell, I think, on one of the crutches. And I'm like, I can't really do the crutches. So I had to call off, and I said, what can I do? I called off my job. They were so pissed, but I'm like, I'm on crutches. I can't pick nobody up. I'm literally on crutches. I can't do nothing. So they was really mad, and because I didn't get out of the ER, it's been a while. It's been close to time for me to clock in, and they had gave me these crutches, and I was like, man, what to do? I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm missing out on money. I'm like, what to do? What all to do? So I said, let me get on here and get on my YouTube channel. So this is why y'all getting the morning live. So just blame my clumsiness for y'all getting this morning live, because usually I'll be at work getting me some money, but I had a little tumble and I'm on crutches and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. I really can't really do crutches. I probably need like a walker or something, but who knows? It was just funny to me. It was really, really funny to me because they was really teaching me how to use it, and I'm still falling, okay? All right? Okay? So they was like, oh, gosh, you missing a day and all that and stuff like that. It's just really, really something. Because I'm going to tell you, let me put these crutches down. I don't know why I got these crutches in my hand. I feel like King Payne when he came up in here with the broom. So let me put these crutches back. So the problem is I be working fine. I be doing the doubles. And when I tell you, it gets to the point where I literally be on my feet. And so sometimes, I lose my balance. So it is what it is. I can do a whole story time. But y'all ain't here for all that. I usually don't tell my personal business like that because y'all here for a show. Y'all here for entertainment. Y'all not here for my personal life of me tumbling down hitting the ground. So while I was down on the ground, all I could just really think about, like, should I just quit this? Like, what is I'm doing wrong? Like, what is I'm doing? Like, boo, boo. And, people had to help you up. You hit the ground. People had to, oh, sir, do you need some help? And then other folks laughing. And I think one lady tried to put me on her TikTok because she was doing like a TikTok video. And I hit the ground. Okay, boom, boom. I just hit the ground. So, so it's just really, really something. And I didn't cry that I was embarrassed because, people have to help me up, and of course I go to the ER and they give me the crutches and stuff like that. They told me to stay off my foot and all of that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay off my foot. And she was like, well, you need to miss a couple of days from work. You need to get these other type of shoes that cost $100 and some odd dollars. I said, listen. I said, you know what? I'm just going to just go and just pray about it. So I have been planning. I'm going to just tell y'all this. before we get into our topics, I have been applying for other jobs. I was like, let me just go ahead. Oh, your record, you can't work it because your record. I'm like, y'all acting like I'm a criminal. The thing was deferred. Like, y'all not gonna let me get this job. It was a nice sit down job. It was a nice company, and it was sitting down. I was gonna be on the phones and didn't get the job because they said my record. So I said, what else to do? And it just dawned on me, your YouTube channel. And before we get into this, I really want to give a special shout out to Tasha. Tasha K is an amazing person. Before we get into these topics, can I give a special shout out to Tasha K? I would tell her, this woman have been giving me the best advice ever. And I remember I got on the phone with her and I said, you know, Tasha, she was like, why you keep getting these jobs? I said, well, I'm getting these jobs, you know, I need health insurance, and, you know, YouTube don't offer health insurance and all this. And she was telling me, she was like, if you really stay consistent and make money on YouTube, you can get your own health insurance. You don't need a regular job. You can be your own boss. Because, you know, when I get on the phone with Tasha, yeah, I get a regular job. You know, I get to get my health insurance and da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm just really, you know, I take her advice. And that is one woman that I can say, out of all the bloggers, she have been the best help, her and her husband. It was an issue that I was having. Let me just tell you this. Oh, I don't know if Tasha gonna get mad at me, but I really love to give people credit when they are just there for you. So it was something that was going on with my camera. I think I was showing up as red. It was like, I didn't know what to do. I sent like one text and they fixed the problem verbatim of what I need to do. And I'm like, thank you. And it's really good having those relationships. And I'm going to tell you this, and I want to say this to people out there, like, and people say, oh, I don't like her and all that. Don't always listen to the noise. Get to know people for yourself. And I want to say this to our show. Give me a second. You know, it's Saturday. Okay. It's Saturday. It's Saturday morning. Good morning. Okay. Where was I? I had got some good news in my email. Do I have it right here? We have now reached 4.5 million views on YouTube. 4.5 million views. And I was super excited. So I got the email. It was like, congratulations, you got 4.5 million views that you reached on YouTube. Like, this YouTube channel have literally garnered 4.5 million views. And this could not have happened without you watching me, clicking on the video and watching. I said that we could do 4.5. If I really we could do 20.5, 100.5. And I personally would like to thank, you know, the producers for y'all help. Y'all have just been there for me, and I want to personally say thank you. Especially shout out to all the moderators in the house. Y'all have been there for us and just working really, really hard. And this is possible. So I just want to say thank y'all. Like, this was great. So I had got those good news with the crutches. I'm like, oh, what? Like, really? I'm going to go on my YouTube channel and talk about it with my audience, you know, instead of talking about myself. I could just come on, hit on the camera, put this mic up, and really, really talk about it. So let's get into the show. All right, so what is our first topic? We got a show today. Okay, let me put this picture. Why I got this picture? Why you got this picture? Let me pretend like I got a babe. Why you got this picture like that? Hold up, y'all. I want to put this picture. Hold up before we put this picture like that. Okay. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna talk about Baby Blue Woo. I hope I'm saying his name. Is that his name? Baby Blue Woo. Is that his name? Or is it Yo? Is it Baby Blue? I'm going to just say Baby Blue. So Baby Blue is definitely going to prison or about to put in his plea because he decided to do a PPP loan scam, which was like millions of dollars that he gotten from PPP loans. So he decided to write a post. Let me see if I can bring up the post that he decided to write. So he decided to write a post, and he said this. I want to read it. He said, I want to take a second to use my platform and tell all of my followers, anyone that sees this, if anyone approach you with an offer for a PPP loan, simply tell them no thank you. Don't even have the conversation. It's not worth it. Walk away. Keep your freedom. Ignorance is not a legal defense, and when you're standing in front of a judge and a jury, you won't be able to say, I don't know. It's illegal. to use the funds for anything other than payroll, which is closely monitored by the government. Just don't take the risk. Just say no. If I'm too late and you already receive a PPP loan, give the money back. Do the right thing. I would hate to see anyone else get in trouble with the law from this moving forward. I'm extremely remorseful and stating this and hope someone read this message and make the right decision. Diamond Blue Smith, PKA Baby Blue Woo. Okay. I got a lot to unpack this. You can get the PPP loan if you qualify for the PPP loan. If you had your business in order and you qualify, then go get a PPP loan. You should not get a PPP loan when you ain't got no business. Let me break it down. If you got to reach out to Shaquisha and they got to do your tax forms and do some fake payroll documents and some check stuff, you on the phone with Shaquisha and Shaquisha making all these fake documents on Microsoft Excel, then you don't need to get a PPP loan. What you're doing is you're doing fraudulent behavior. So you don't qualify. If you literally have to call Shaquisha and Peanut and them, and they have to conjure up these documents for you to make to pretend like you got this business, fake business license, all of this, that's crazy. You shouldn't do it. So if you doing that, then you're going to be in the same predicament as Baby Blue and get thrown in jail. But what Baby Blue is trying to say, and he's trying to manipulate the public. I'm going to tell you how he's trying to manipulate the public. He's trying to act like, well, I didn't know about this PPP loan. Bruh, you knew that it was illegal. You had illegal documents and you spent it on yourself and not your business because you didn't even have a business. So don't try to play dumb like you didn't know what you doing was illegal. That's not a defense. Don't even try to play that. So I don't even know why you even... First of all, you already got an open case and you're trying to speak about your cases. Don't try to tell your followers what you should have tried to tell them not to do, what you have already done, as though like you're ignorant and you did not know. You know exactly what you were doing. And I told some people that I know, I said, y'all gonna get yourself in trouble with that PPP loan. One particular person came to me and said, and they ain't coming after me. I just got the 20,000. They coming after people with the 100,000, with the millions. I said, listen, I'm not doing it. I don't have my business in order. And so I am not about to make fraudulent documents, catfishing the government just for a payday. I don't need money like that. I can just do it the legal way, get my business in order, get my business credit in order. We just had Winnie from All You Need Credit. We just had her on the show last night, and she is helping people with business credit and all that, getting the business order. And I'm actually taking a course as well. So if you want to join me, you can go to my community wall right now, and I dropped it all on the community wall. And if you need to email me, and I email you the information, but it's on my community wall. I put it on the recent video in the comments so you all can see about getting your business order, getting the LLC, getting your stuff in order, right? So you don't have to be in this predicament like Blue or possibly serving serious federal time, because it's a federal offense. And I hear what he's saying, and they've been posting on the blogs, and it's literally for you to be paying for the payroll. And this man went, and let me just tell you this man went and got millions of dollars. Everyone got their little 20K and remain humble. They safe with their 20K. And you're not safe with the 20K. You're going to get caught up with that. Do not believe just because you got 20K that you're not going to get caught up. Don't take that risk, because they come after you, you got to pay that back, and you're going to be serving some time. So just don't do it. And they was posting on YouTube, this is how you get a PPP loan. I ain't doing it. If my business wasn't in order in 2019 or 2020, whenever you can qualify, when you got to have your business order, I'm not going to try to pretend like I got a legitimate business, putting fake documents and then Government come in my door and say, oh, you got to go, you're facing some serious prison time and you got to pay restitution. I just paid restitution. You think I am about to get back in there, about to do a PPP loan scam so the headline could be Wiley fraud the government and he got $1 million and he going to serve? No, I don't want that. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. So I don't feel sorry for Blue. He got millions. It wasn't like he got like a $5,000 loan. He had got millions from this loan. So I don't feel sorry for you, bruh. I never heard of your music. If someone say, play a Baby Blue track, I don't know if he's a rapper. I don't know. Only thing I know, he was arrested and that he's going to be serving some serious time. He didn't put it, I think he put his plea, I don't know what's the plea. I think it's going to be guilty, right? He might as well put in a plea for guilty because do not give, just put guilty and just fall in the mercy of the court. But I don't know anything about this guy other than he just fraud the government. And it was millions of dollars. Now, do y'all feel sorry for him? Let me see. Do y'all feel sorry for him? I don't know. Okay? I just paid some restitution. Was it restitution? I just had to pay the library back, and it was good money. Paid for new computers, new glass doors, and everything. You know, you think I'm about to get back in doing some crap? No. Absolutely not. And if you did that PPP loan, send me a cash out. You know, send me a cash out. If you did it and you got it, send me a cash out. You know, dollar sign, Monkey Swallow 28. You know, if you just did it, and you know, if you did it and something like that, send the cash out, you know, dropping it, you know, drop it. But I'm not doing it, okay? I'm not doing it at all, okay? It is people that is looking for Wiley to get caught up in some mess. It ain't gonna happen. It's just really, really crazy. Oh, woo! You know, if you do got it, you can just send the cash out. You know, if you got it. You know, some of y'all got the PPP loan. Y'all ain't studying what I'm talking about. Some of y'all sitting on racks, got new Chanel bags, new weaves, and it's all fraudulent. And the government coming after you, especially when you black. See, this is the thing. I got on this shirt. I'm so historically black, 365. Okay? Shout out to the company that gave me the shirt. I forgot the name. I got to give y'all a shout out. So, you know, I give a shout out on Instagram. But if you black and you trying to do all of this, that's a way for you to get back into the system. You think they're going to let your black behind get away with millions of dollars? Of course you're going to get caught. Y'all think y'all about to get away? Y'all think y'all about to defraud the government, the same government that have been oppressing black folks for the last 400 years, and y'all think y'all about to get away with this 20K, with this 100K, and y'all really think y'all about to get away scot-free? Go right ahead. And then when they come for your black behind, don't come out here crying and don't ask me, Wiley, can you do a GoFundMe? Can you give me some of my loan? I ain't giving you nothing because you didn't even donate to the Wiley Show when you got the PPP loan. Did you send me a cash out? So don't send me no email talking about, can you make a call ask to your followers so they can help me bail out? No, because if you didn't donate something to here when you got the PPP, don't call me. All right. Don't call me if you didn't donate. Okay. Did you buy some t-shirts? Did you buy some coffee mugs? All right. Call me. Yeah, send me that to you, and you got the PPP. It's some of my followers got the PPP loan. I ain't gonna say no names, but they're in the bushes. They watching. They going on trips and with PPP. I follow some on Instagram. No, they never went to Cancun. They never went to Mexico. They never went to none of these places, but they got that PPP loan. And I said to myself, I told one person, I said, did you do that PPP loan? Yeah, my cousin. See, Wiley, you should do it. I mean, they could hook you up. You could at least qualify for $100,000. And it's tempting, but I understand I don't want to end up in jail. I don't want to end up in prison. So I said, while I'm doing all of this to do illegal stuff, I can channel that energy into doing legal stuff. So why would I do something illegal, put all of that energy in doing this illegal, and you can easily legitimize your business legally, and you don't have to worry about the government trying to arrest you because everything is legal. Good morning, everybody. Good morning out there in the chat. And if you got that PPP loan, you better return it. You better return it and say, hey, I apologize. I made a mistake. I didn't know I didn't qualify. I want to return it. But I think if you return, they really going to get you because it is no guarantee if you return it, they don't press charges. But I'll return it and say, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take this PPP loan for $365 million or $365,000. I want to return it. My cousin Shaquita and them and Peanut and them told me I qualify. They made fake documents and all that type of stuff. But it's no guarantee. Now, if you listen to my advice and say, well, I'm going to listen to Wiley, I'm going to return it. They still can legally press charges and file, and you really could still get thrown in jail. So just because you're going to return it does not necessarily mean that you won't get arrested or the DA won't file charges. That's just like if you go and rob a bank and you feel sad because you go to church, you get delivered, and you go to the FBI. Hey, FBI, I'm returning the money that I robbed this bank for. So y'all please not press charges on me. That's no guarantee. And you black. No, you purple black. You think you about to get away with that? No. You're not going to get away with it. I'm just saying. Now, I'm praying for him. I reached out. Now, he will get a prayer. And I sent him a DM. Let me see. Did that DM go through? Let me see. Do I have a sort of it? This is morning time. Oh, it's morning time. Where you at? Okay, baby blue. Is this him? Okay. Let me be messy. All right. What's up, Mr. Baby Blue? This is Wiley for the Wiley Show. I'm just wondering if you got any more money left, you can contribute to the Wiley Show. That would be great. But nevertheless, I would love to have a conversation with you on my show. And so you can tell the people about not doing this PPP loan and all of this stuff and the dangers of it, dealing with government and stuff. So if you are available, Baby Blue, before you actually get sent off to prison, if you would like to come on the Wiley Show, please come on. I would gladly love to have you. And I hope everything is well. And I hope, I pray that you get the great legal defense and that you don't serve that. I hope just to get probation. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Peace. All right. I sent him a voice note. And we'll see if Baby Blue come on the show. Okay. Baby Blue. Okay. Wow. Okay. We did that. All right. So let's go ahead on and let's go ahead on to the other, because it is dangerous with the PPP loan. Okay. Yes. I left him a voice note. All right. It is what it is. All right. Woo! I ain't glad I ain't do that. I can go to sleep. Great. They are not calling him Baby Boo in prison. Let's go to the next one. All right, we talked about Baby Blue. All right. Who's next? Who's next? Oh Lord, really? Tekashi. Okay. Tekashi 6ix9ine was in the club, and he is under some hot water with some promoters of a club. So he was supposed to perform. So he went to this club. I forgot where the club was located. He was in the club taking pictures, and the stage was already, and he did not go and perform. Something happened. I don't know if he was already paid to come on the stage or whatever, but he left without performing. My theory is that he kind of afraid that he, like, sometimes when he hear them voices be like, oh, this is when the time that you gonna get caught. And sometimes he don't want to do it. But I'm like, why even get booked at these clubs if you're not going to fulfill your agreement on doing these shows? So if you get booked, do the show. Get on stage, do the show, and be great. This is what happened. They said 6ix9ine had a scheduled appearance last night where he was supposed to perform, but it's been reported that he stayed for 20 minutes and then left without notifying promoters. One of the promoters said this: he definitely was supposed to. They even stopped murder from leaving because the promoters didn't know he left, wasn't coming back. But yeah, there was a stage and he was supposed to perform. They said, I was shooting for the promoter, LOL. The stage was set up and everything. So the promoter said Six was supposed to get on stage. They said, yep, LOL. That was the whole point. So the promoter, Secret Society, said this, biggest scam artist in the world, F him. Somebody else responded to that and said it was indeed effed up. Even if he didn't want to perform, he could have stayed more than 20 minutes. Fans didn't even get to see him. He hid in the corner. And you know why he hid in the corner? Because he know his life is in danger. See, all of that trolling people that passed away, going to people's graves and making fun of other rappers that passed away or they family that passed away, he know that he's living on limited time. So he's kind of paranoid. And this is the reason. He's the reason why people is threatening him, because he feeds in that energy. So that's why he'll just do 20 minutes and all that. It's very dangerous for him, but he still got to make his money. He should never did the trolling. When you troll, the way that 6ix9ine was trolling was very dangerous. So for him, being there for 20 minutes, he probably was like, oh man, they're going to try to get me. So he hid in the corner. I had too. I did all that trolling, all these rappers and talking about these deceased sounding. You can't do that. You can't. You're putting your life at jeopardy. It was a case in Chicago. A young man was trolling another gang member family, right? One of the gang member passed away. So he went to the grave and he peed on the grave, or he spit on the grave, or one of his associates spit on the grave. And so they caught up with him at McDonald's and they shot him, and they were shooting at the car. He got hit, but his daughter passed away. She got hit a couple of times and she passed away, right? I think his 6-year-old daughter, I think she was a young girl. And all of that because the father, her father, wanted to play with these gang members. You can't do that. You can't joke about that. I had a brother, one of my brothers, he was playing around with these gang members, joking, saying all this crazy stuff on social media about a rival gang. And they came to my grandma's house and they wanted him, but somehow his friend was on the front porch, so they got the friend, hit him in the leg, and I had my grandma's house and it was on the news and everything, which was crazy, all because of foolish behavior, because you want to joke around and play. You can't do that. It's dangerous to do that. That's a dangerous game. And it's so sad. And you know, for 6ix9ine, I don't even know why promoters even risk putting their club at risk or their promotion company at risk, hiring somebody that's a marked man, hiring somebody that have been trolling and doing all these dangerous acts. I wouldn't even hire him again. I wouldn't. Let him go ahead and make them videos in his pool with Nicki Minaj and eating a popsicle and all that type of good stuff and cotton candy and all that. Let him do that in his house with his security and all that. But in order to pay for that security, he got to be out here making his money because the money is drying up. Now, I personally think he needs his own reality show. But what production company will risk having all these cameramans when somebody want to get him? Because if they can't get him, they might hit one of the cameras. So who want to put their production company at risk following a rapper that is a marked man that like to troll rival gangs, that like to troll other rappers? So I really get to it. But for me, it's just bad business for you not to show up on stage. Just wear a bulletproof vest, get into a little cage or something, or a bulletproof glass case. Why in the world would you even go there and then you leave? That's crazy. Don't even show up. I'm sorry, promoter. I ain't booking him. I ain't gonna book him at all. All right. Let me see what y'all say in the comments. All right. Thank y'all so much for super chats. I see y'all with the super chats. Thank y'all so very much. All right. He is definitely a definition of a liability. Yes, he's definitely. You gotta pay for to do that. I'm telling y'all, it is a risk hiring and booking somebody that is a marked man. If they go and shoot up the club, that promotion company lose that particular club. Because let me tell you, it's going here in Dallas in every major city. Once shooters and stuff happen, you lose your license, you lose your liquor license. And if you don't have a liquor license, you don't have a club. That's the backbone of your business. So a lot of these neighborhoods that these clubs are in, they rally with their city council people and say, we done with this club. And if it's a shoot, you could count that as a wrap. I've seen plenty clubs that I've been to that are no longer in existence in Chicago because of the crime. because of gunshots. So if you're hiring somebody that already is a marked man, you are potentially putting your business at risk and that club at risk. He's not worth it. You'll come out better booking Soulja Boy than booking Tekashi. You'll come out better booking Erica Banks than booking Tekashi. Unfortunately, even though he have a lot of fans, it's just a risk. He's a liability. He's just a risk to have around. And I wouldn't even want to be in the same room with somebody that troll other deceased members. And I just don't want to be in the same room. I won't even go and see a Tekashi because when them shots get to fire, they always say a bullet don't have no name on it. So I'm not even going to put myself at risk of doing that at all. He could have just went on, came out of the closet, and been the next, he could have been the next Lil Nas X. He had the rainbow colors. He could have just said, I'm this way. He really would have made millions. But no, he want to go the route of trolling rappers, doing all that. So you want to live up to that persona. It was the same thing that happened with Tupac. You want to live up to this thug persona, like you so thug, and knowing you ain't really about that life. But when the real bullets come, you ain't got, I'm just saying. You know you ain't no real gamer. He ain't about that life. He tricked on all the people that was in his crew. He was around. See, he's not about that life. All right, let's. He's not. I said it. All right, we're gonna go to the. Make sure y'all like the video. Hold up, before we get started, let me see. Listen, make sure y'all like the video. Like this video really quickly. We're live on this early morning on Saturday. It felt like some Monday on Saturday because I was hopping around. I had to go to the store. I'm just on my crutches hopping around. I'm like, where's everybody at? Not knowing that it was a Saturday. It feels like a Monday. So I'm just literally hopping. I'm like, where's everybody at? I'm like, I went to 7-Eleven I wanted some coffee, but the coffee was lukewarm and all of that. I'm like, what the world is going on? So I had to get the Red Bull, you know. I'm like, where's everybody at? Okay. Child, did y'all like the video? Thank you. Moderators, let me know how many likes we got. Thank you so much, moderators. Give the moderators a hand tonight, you know, or this morning, because they up early with me. I didn't even tell them to come on the chat. They just be here. And some of the moderators get here real early. Even when I do the live, they be right here. I'm like, yes. Okay. See, if I did that PPP loan, I would have been able to put them on payroll, but I couldn't do it. I didn't have my business in order. I got to get my business in order. Then I get the PPP loan and stuff like that. Okay. I ain't got my business in order yet. All right. Oh, child. I got it in order. Okay. All right. Let's go to Flame. Do we have Flame Monroe? Yes. Let's talk about Flame Monroe. So Flame Monroe was on Tasha K show. And she interviewed her like a week ago, but it came out to yesterday. And I watched the entire episode. And let me tell you, Flame, I'm falling in love with Flame Monroe. I like her style. I like her charisma. So she was on it with Tasha, and Tasha asked her about, you know, we learned about her that she liked men. That she liked women. That she haven't been with men for 20 years. Another highlight of it, they were talking about Sydney Starr and how Sydney Starr is talented, but Sydney Starr messed herself up in the industry, how she destroyed Chingy's career. Because what Tasha K was asking her is, what do you think about the rappers what do you think about trans women that out these rappers? And one of the great points that, you know, Flame Monroe said, she says she's older. Like these younger trans women, they do that. But the one from the old school, they don't do that. And one thing I don't like is when these trans women, they do all this crazy stuff. They do it for clout and stuff like that. It was a case where one trans woman, she wanted to out somebody on Love and Hip Hop. So it was this blogger that really wanted to, he was all about outing straight men. So she was going to out somebody on Love and Hip Hop, one of the shows. So they was about to put the interview out. He was getting threatened and she was getting threatened. She called him like, please don't put the interview out. They're going to end my life. They're going to do this. They're going to don't put the interview out. He got scared. They started threatening him and started sending messages. And he got really, really scared. But I'm like, if that's what you really want to do is out these people, you're putting your life at risk. You're putting your life at risk. So why do it when they know where you stay, they know where you lay your head at, and you thinking they lose stuff? What do you think gonna happen? So he was real scared, and she was crying. Oh my God, they're coming after me, and all that time. You know, but like Flame Monroe said, even with Sydney Star would have been so much better and bigger than what she is if she didn't go around lying on Chingy. This is the thing. I don't think she lied on Chingy. I don't think so. I think she was telling the truth about Chingy. And Chingy probably paid off, and then she said, you know what, I lied on Chingy. Wish she should have never corrected that. Because if you slept with Chingy and you did all that, you did it. But it destroyed Chingy's career. And the damage was already done, so by the time he was able to coop up a couple of $1,000 to pay Cindy, his career had already been severely damaged. Because during that time, you had a lot of people wasn't really messing with you. You're dealing with somebody that's a trans woman. Even though it's still, to this day, it's a lot of people that, ain't gonna deal with you if you a man and you dealing with a trans woman. A lot of people will look at you kind of funny. So even she's trying with her career, she would have been much further if she did not go around trying to out a rapper because she thought that was a come up. Because it didn't really do nothing to her career. Now she's on Zeus. Now, there's nothing wrong with me talking about Zeus. But Zeus checks ain't nowhere near a check that she could have gotten if she was on these shows that could have renegotiated her contract and could have been getting multi-million-dollar contracts. Zeus, you're not getting that. You're getting a couple of $1,000s, if so that. Maybe $1,000 episode, maybe $500 episode. You don't get that much on Zeus, right? You don't. So she's on there and acting a plump fool. But I love her though. But I think one of the major mistakes she made is out the rapper. So Flame Monroe talked about that. Another thing that Flame Monroe talked about, and I already knew this because I watched all her interviews, raising her children and how one of her baby mamas just recently passed away due to diabetes, and how, she gave up the child and Flame raised the child. And how, Flame talked about how her children are graduating high school, college, doing really, really good. Talked about that. Another piece that they brought up was She Ready, which was the comedy special that Flame Monroe was on with Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish executive produced it and put, that's how the world found out about Tiffany Haddish. I mean, not Tiffany Haddish, found out about Flame Monroe. A lot of people didn't know, unless you were a comedy junkie, unless you watch comedy stuff, right? So she had on, and that was great for her career, she said. And what a lot of people don't realize, that they got a nice piece of money from Netflix because of that deal. And that was great. And another piece, when they brought it up, Tasha was like, do you think that she did that because Cat Williams said that Cat Williams said that she didn't have a comedy special, that she can't be a comedian if she never had her own special and all of that? I'm really glad that she did not drag Cat Williams, but like she said, Tiffany was one of the ones that did what she said she was going to do. She did not say, hey, I'm going to put you on, but then change the mind. She actually put Flame Monroe on and ushered her into the mainstream. Cat Williams is funny. They talked about Cat Williams, how he's funny and all that. That was great. Another piece about Flame Monroe is that she is herself, and she don't get offended if you call her a man. It's about he, she, we. That's her motto. She don't care about the pronouns. And it's a lot of trans women that care about their pronouns, but they talk about they talk about they peen. It was one trans woman, she's on YouTube, she always talk about her peen, about how much she used her peen and how much great is this, and how she does this. But as soon as you call her man, she ready to she ready to go off on you. But she can joke about the peen. But soon you call her, you a man, she ready to just knock your wig off. But she joke about the peen. So what I tell the trans, when you joke about your peen, you add confusion to the public. Because on one hand, you want people to say, oh, you're a woman. You want to be addressed as a woman. But I know plenty of women, and I never seen them joke about a peen. Never. I never had a woman say, oh, yeah, I got my peen. Because I'm looking at her strange. I'm like, how you a woman? You keep joking about your peen. So you add confusion and you send mixed signals. One hand, you want people to address you as a woman, so you act like a woman, which you can't be talking about your peen. Well, I ain't gonna keep calling you a woman every other day. You talking about how you rat away with your peen and all that. That's confusing. You confusing people. That's how I feel about it. I've been with plenty. Now, I ain't been with a lot of women like that, because I'm not no whole women. You know, I respect them more than I do men. But the women that I've been with, I never seen them joke about their peen, because they don't have a peen. So if you want to be a woman, don't be joking about it. That's all what I'm talking about. Gosh, and don't get offended. Anywho, so they talked about that. It was a great interview. One thing about Flame Monroe said that a lot of people reached out to her and said that, oh my God, a lot of people reached out to her and said, don't do an interview with Tasha, she messy and all of that. That's what people do. I'm telling you, they do it for this show. I had many guests that I announced, and I don't announce anymore because they have reached in their DMs. I mean, haters. It was one particular person. I was going to interview him. He didn't come on, but he just showed me the DMs. And the people that was in his DM was some bloggers. And I'm not going to say their names. I'll probably put it in the book. But he showed it to me. I'm like, wow, these haters. I'm talking about big bloggers. I'm talking about people that I even think know I exist. The hatred that they were saying. And he, kind of got scared off. But he showed me the tea. I'm like, well, show it to me who told you not to come on this show. Because I can tell when somebody is in your ear. When you act a little strange, I'm real. I'm like, well, tell me who was in your DM. Can I see? I would like to see, because I like to see what people say about me when they think, especially the ones that laugh. I want to see how they is behind the scenes. So when I saw that, I wasn't shocked, because I'm like, that's what people do. Like, people, I saw one particular bro, I really thought they was my friend, but not the way how they were dragging me in that DM, but they'll never know it. But they were dragging me hard. Talking about I'm trash, talking about my eye, talking about my platform don't get no views. His platform is just garbage. They was really going in on me. And I'm like, whoa, really? Is this what you're saying about me? But it's okay. But you'll never know. I know it, dog. I'm going to just be just as cool. Hey, what up, dog? You ain't going to really know. But I know that you said it. I'm always have it on my back pocket. And one day, I might let you know and be like, bruh, you said this about me. That's how people do. All right. I saw that. Anyway, so Flame did the show with Tasha. She didn't believe in all that good stuff. So it was a great interview. Great, awesome show. But let me pause right there. Guess who just saw the message that we did? Blue just saw the message. He put a heart. He liked the voice note. All right. He just liked the voice note. So I don't know if that's his people. Is he locked up? I don't know if he locked up or what. But he just saw the voice note, because I just seen it say seen. So hopefully he comes on the Wiley Show. All right, Blue, if you in the bushes, hope he come on the Wiley Show. He just literally just seen it, okay? I'm really looking at the phone. So he just seen the voice note. So if you want to come on, I don't know if he arrested, he really come on, okay? It is what it is. All right. So Flame Monroe did all that, and great interview. Tasha K is an amazing interviewer. I was getting DM and somebody said, well, I don't like Tasha K interview skills. I like her loud and confrontational and messy. I'm like, when you interviewing people, you can't do that. You gotta be calm. You gotta get the information. You can't come out there and be like, all right, Flame, all right. So Flame, I heard that you slept with Chingy. She can't do that. She cannot be this Tasha that you want at drinking wine, slurring her words, really dragging her, talking about, I don't agree with your lifestyle. I don't. No, she can't do that. She cannot do that. You have to interview and be calm and all that. You have to. Because when she was on top of a person, when she was pretty much with the lady Jaguar, People was unsubscribing. They didn't like it. They was unsubscribing. And I'm like, that's the Tasha that y'all want to see. But you don't want to see the calm Tasha. And so I think Tasha learned from that moment that say, hey, I'm just gonna give you this Oprah style, this calm demeanor. I'm not gonna be confrontational in interviews. So that's the point that you say. And it's actually working because majority of the people, they're watching it, and she's almost at 1 million, and she's doing great, doing very successful. And we just say shout out to her, and it was a good interview. And you could watch it for free. You didn't even have to go on her Patreon to see. You could see Flame Monroe on her platform for free. Because usually she charged and then she'll release it and stuff like that. I don't mind it because she's a businesswoman. I don't mind paying stuff if it's good quality. I'm getting some content. I don't mind it. So it's great. Okay? But they turned around, they dragged her when she was doing all that. Oh, she should have said that. You see what Tasha came out unsubscribing. And then next week they subscribe back because she's back out. She's almost at 1 million, okay? About 3 more months, she'll be at her 1 million, all right? She'll be great. All right, let's right there, Flame. And another thing that Flame said that Tasha brought up, and I listen to only YouTuber that I watch from beginning, middle, end now is only Tasha K. I don't watch any other YouTubers from beginning, middle, and end anymore. The only YouTuber that I watch beginning, middle, and end is my mentor, Tasha. I will watch her content, right? But she said in the interview, Tasha said, I want to do stand-up comedy, but I'm kind of scared because I'm not Cat Williams, I'm not Eddie Murphy, I'm not Bernie and all that. And Flame said something that I took and it registered with me. She said, do a open mic night, but just go by yourself. Don't bring nobody else with you, because if you do a good job, your friend gonna geek your head up like, oh, you did that. And then the next time you do a show, and if you don't do a good job, it's gonna crush you. So she said, don't tell nobody. Just get on the stage and do it that way. Because if you do it and you bust and you text somebody and y'all fall out, then they could be like, oh, she did a comedy show, what was that? She said, record yourself so you can hear yourself on stage and stuff like that. And I said, that's exactly what I'm going to do. It was like she confirmed what I was going to do, because I was like, I'm going to do open mic, and I'm not going to take anybody with me. Because at first I was like, I want to make a big post, because I'm like, if I buzz, then it's going to be embarrassing, right? It's going to probably crush me. So I'm going to do an open mic, not going to tell nobody. I'm going to record myself, but I'm not going to take anybody, and I'm going to just do a little. I think you only can do like 3 or 4 minutes. And another thing she said, you can be funny, but it's about the relationships. It's about the relationships. It's about the relationship. You could be super funny and don't get no gigs because you're difficult to work with. It's about having great relationships with the promoters, with the club owners, and have awesome relationships. And that's just how you do it, right? And so thank you. That was good advice, that Flamer. And I took that like, oh, I'm gonna do it, okay? I'm gonna do that. And the next you're gonna be like, damn, Wiley, you do stand up. And I do stand up. Because people say, oh, you funny, and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, man, I really want to do it. So I'm going to do it, okay? And just, hey, all right. Okay. Say shout out to y'all. All right, I'm waiting on Blue. I just sent him a message. Like, Blue, if you in the bushes, I don't know if he, tell him, y'all reach out to Blue and tell him to come on the Wiley Show. I would love to get that exclusive. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, you guys. Put Blue picture back up on here. I don't know if Baby Blue is watching, but put his picture back up on here for a second. Give me a second. Let me drop his Instagram in here. I don't know if he's locked up or not. I think he's free. Let me drop his Instagram. Give me a second. Let me drop his Instagram in here. And I want y'all, I need about 5 people to reach out to Blue right now. Tell them to come on the Wiley Show. Give me a second, you guys. We could just do this right here, okay? All right, we can just get 5 people to tell him to come on the show. About 5 or 6 people while he up and while he watch it. It's in the morning. I think we could get this Blue interview. Okay, hold up. Yeah, we can talk to Baby Blue. Okay, I don't know if he in the bushes, but this will be a great interview. We ain't gonna talk about the case. We can talk about his music. We can talk about the jacket. We can talk about so much. Okay, all right. Reach out to him. We just need 5 people in there. Okay. Mm-hmm. I need some of my female followers in the chat right now. In the male ones too. Reach out to him. Okay. In the bushes. I don't know if he in the bushes or not. We can get that in the room. Why not? Why not? Okay. Put on your good wig. Okay. Put on your good wig when you reach out to him. Put your good profile picture. Okay. All right. Don't be trying to give him no yoni. We trying to get an interview. Don't you be trying to, I think, no. Shout about the business. Okay. Anyway. Woo! I don't want to see no black man in prison because that's a hard life. I was in jail for 1 day and it was hard for me. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna take my cookies. Oh my God, I'm huge. And already, but then I stayed in jail. I was in there for 24 days. They say Baby Blue is from the group Pretty Ricky. Okay, he's from the group Pretty Ricky. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, that's an amazing group, and I heard that Pretty Ricky and them was supposed to do B2K. He's a singer, he's a singer. Oh, and he's singing all that. Well, thank y'all for letting me know all that. Okay, all right. Yeah, he's a singer, He's from Pretty Ricky, the group. Okay, yes. Okay. I took some PPP loans. All right, let me go to the drive. And they coming after me. All right. So he's in a group. Pretty Ricky and all that. But why did Pretty Ricky do? They don't get no revenue. They should go on concerts, stuff like that. Anyway. All right. But I was in jail. And they were good-looking men. I'm talking about good-looking. I've never seen these gorgeous men like thugs, like good-looking men, right? And I said, woo, I need to stay here for a couple of more days. These some good-looking men. All right, these woo, wait. I can get used to this. And so I was instantly getting turned on, just like, oh my gosh. Not the correction officer. He was overweight or unattractive. Wasn't my type. But the people that was there, I said, whoa, put me in a cell with that one. And that one and that one and that one. Anyway. Okay. So I was there for 24 hours. And it was really it was good looking, man. I would tell you that. And I was there for 24 hours, okay? They said, you didn't even know who he is. That's how you interview. All right, anyway, y'all. Let's get him off the screen. Get him off the screen. Okay. We'll keep y'all updated on that interview. All right. What else are we gonna talk about? That we get a chance to talk about. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna talk about chasing LA. Chasing LA. We're gonna talk about chasing LA. So you guys, it have been a lot of mess with this show. And everybody said, Wiley, you should talk about it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was in and out of Chasing LA because they were getting me upset and mad. The reason why they were getting me upset and mad because I'm like, these are some drunks. Like, these people get drunk and they be arguing and fighting and all that. And then Pola, the King Payne, this man be dressing like he doing a show in Alaska and this is LA. He was like dressing like that. I'm like, girl, you in the summertime, why you dressing like it's below zero, 30 below zero? Like, child. I'm like, it was having me just going on the rush. Then I'm looking at Jeremy. I'm like, Jeremy, you sexy. Like, where you at? Give me something. Give me something. Anyone give me nothing? And then I was looking at D Hawkins, and I'm like, D Hawkins trying to wear the wig, and his makeup was just all out of whack. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? This man, I mean, D Hawkins is an attractive man. But he decided, I'm going to wear a wig. I'm going to wear all that. Girl, I couldn't stand it. I'm like, what the world is going on? So one of the highlights of this show, I think it was in the previous episode, Hershey announced that he was HIV positive. And everybody was rallying behind that because he didn't have to share. So special. If I were to date somebody off that show, it would be somebody like Hershey. Hershey is just my type. He's a boss. He's humble. He's sweet. He's not messy. That would be a type I would date. I would date somebody like a Hershey. Yes. Just a sweet guy. You know what I mean? And just not messy. He don't do much. He ain't coming out with no fans. He ain't doing too much. I think that's really his personality. So, this previous episode that came out, one person that I just do not, he kind of turns me on is Andre. And I'm going to tell you why Andre turns me on. You bitches and you bitches doing that and you bitches and you bitches. I'm like, that turns me on. He's just all like that way. Cause he always calls me you bitches. I'm like, what the world is going on, Andre? Why are you so angry? That kind of turns me on when he's that way. But he was like getting mad and stuff like that. And this is the piece that I didn't like. With Andre. He was talking, I think Alicia he was telling Alicia to shut up, don't intervene and all that. And Alicia, Alicia threw a drink at him. And then she just got mollywop. Boom, boom, boom. They start punching her. I'm telling y'all, this show, I agree with him. This is chasing Compton. It was mollywopping her. So, and she was like, how y'all gonna hit me like that? I'm a trans woman. Then the other woman came outside. This is a trans woman. How y'all gonna jump on her like that? They took her wig fell off, and you ain't see nothing but them nappy braids. And you see her, she was like, you need me to pick up your wig. Like her wig fall out. And she looked like Cleo from Set It Off, it just with them nappy braids. I'm looking at, I'm like, what the world? You threw a drink on somebody. You cannot throw a drink on me and think I'm not going to hit you back. And you're going to cry to me talking about you a trans woman. No. Once you throw a drink on me, I'm going to look at you as, I'm not going to look at you as no woman. I'm going to look at you as a threat. You're not going to throw no drink on me with alcohol. And you think I'm going to just sit there and all that. You need to be mollywop because you should never threw that drink at him. How in the world you going to get up on here and you going to say, oh, I'm a trans woman. He just let you do that. But you weren't no trans woman when you threw that drink in his face. Like, come on. That comes from y'all cannot control y'all liquor. Anyway, so that was going on. And I'm just watching the show. It's just a kiki. It's pure comedy, right? Some of the storylines just don't make sense. Jeremy in this last episode, or the previous episode, but he wanted to confront D. Hawkins. Him and D. Hawkins, they had sex. And he said the sex is good. He said, Jeremy just stood up. We did all this and all that. I'm like, why in the world are you being that aggressive? It don't take all that. What the world is going on with you, Jeremy? And D. Hawkins said, well, you bipolar. I'm like, he got to be bipolar. Because he just snapped on D. Hawkins. And D. Hawkins said, this ain't what you want. This ain't what they just arguing on. I'm like, why they so goddamn angry? First of all, y'all eating them cheap chicken wings. Y'all drinking all that cheap liquor. And all that. Y'all need to let that liquor go because y'all be arguing over stupid stuff. So they want to argue and all that. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. The only one on that show, and Fran, I love you, Fran. Fran is another one that I like. He's non-binary. I still don't know what non-binary is. I think you call him Day. So Dave, Fran, he kept saying he's non-binary. So one of the women on the show, one of the trans women on the show kept saying that when I look at you, I look as a man. I look at you as a man. And I look at Frank as a man. I don't know that he's non-binary because I still don't know what non-binary is. I look at him as a light-skinned man with a big old juicy butt, right? That's how I look at him as. So I don't know. So you cannot assume everybody know your pronouns. and all that type of stuff. And Fred, the way how he talk, baby, it's just country. He's really, really country. You and me, hope. I'm like, come on, Fred, get your non-binary ass. You better say it with your non-binary fat Jubilee ass. So I was just really looking at Fred like, y'all got to see the episode. It's an episode that Fred was just pissed off. You and me, hope. I'm like, go ahead with your non-binary ass. All right, anyway. So all this stuff is just going on in this show. You rarely don't know about the storyline. Now, one storyline is trying to jump up is Jeremy and D. Hawkins. They go in there. They have a little history. Jeremy mad at D. Hawkins because D. Hawkins is trying to bring up his sex life, his porn life, and all that. Because Jeremy trying to bring up that he's so innocent, that he's just this fashion icon, and that he's making all this money, and that he's so rich. It was a part of Jeremy that gave me a clout chaser because he invited Hershey to his house. He made it seem like that was his home. He even said it. So I'm like, Jeremy, that ain't your house. Because D. Hawkins said you live in an apartment complex. Yeah, girl, yeah, this is my house. And they say I ain't got no money. He tried to pretend like that was his house. He tried to come in like that. So anyway, they go upstairs. They go upstairs to he said, I gotta introduce you to somebody in my closet. So who they get up there is what's the man's name? Golly. Woo, they introduced him to, y'all know the man. I can't think of his name. Oh my God, hold up, y'all. What is his name? They introduced the celebrity they had on. Oh my God, it's just hold up, y'all gonna pronounce it. Hold on, y'all gonna put it in the chat. They had a celebrity on there. Oh gosh, what was his name? Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. I want to make sure that I get the name in here. I know y'all gonna put it in there. Okay, thank you. Hold on 1 second. Where you at, Q? Well, who was that? Who did you invited on the show? There we go. Here we go. Yes. Shout out to Todrick. Yes. So that's who he had on there, Todrick. So Todrick was on the show. Yeah, Todrick Hall. Yes. So he was on that. He was introduced to Todrick. So Todrick was sitting there, and that's Todrick's house. I'm like, okay, I can believe that's his house because he gets the coin. He gets the white coin. He don't too much like black people like that too. He don't too much like black people. No, he don't. He entertains stuff like that. But who he like to sleep with is white folks. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. Anyway, so they were sitting down there, and it was so great. It was so entertaining to see Todrick give Hershey great advice. That was the highlight of that show because Hershey is chasing her dream to be the best drag queen she can be, and to really see Todrick give her that advice, it was so sweet, so authentic. She was perfect to have Hershey on there because that's the one that is level-headed on their entire episode than all of them. Okay, than all of them. Like Hershey is the star of the show. It's the star, and really the star. I thought King Payne was going to be a star, but King Payne, I just don't understand what King Payne is doing. We still don't see him doing hair. We still don't see him chasing his business. We just see him just acting a plump fool, and we don't see him chasing his dreams. But Jeremy Hart is very genuine for that because he didn't have to introduce Hershey to Todrick. He didn't have to at all. He didn't have to. And I actually met Todrick Hall when I went to meet Brandy, and he didn't want to take a picture because I was black. I don't know. I remember that. See, this is the thing. You would never forget how a person makes you feel. I want to take a picture. He did not want to take a picture. He had his white friend with him. He didn't want to take a picture. And that's what I knew years ago. I don't think he liked black folks like that. But you black. But when you hang around, but this is the thing though. When you hang around a lot of these white folks, you will start thinking that you're white. I'm telling you. I was in there and I asked that man for a picture. Because I took a picture with Brandy, took a couple pictures with her, and I asked him, hey, let's take a picture. He didn't want to do it. It's okay. I don't think he liked black people. And before Jason Lee, not Jason Lee, before Justin J, King of Reeds brought it out that he don't like black folk. I said it years ago in Chicago. I said, I don't think that man like black folk. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway. But I really think the star of it is Hershey. I really think Hershey is really the star of the show. I really thought King Payne would have been a star, but I don't see him chasing his dreams, right? I really don't. Oh my God. Andre, I hope I'm saying his name right. He does good, but child, it's just a lot. Great show, but it's a mess. Okay, we got to talk about the mess. So with this show, he told me no. Shantae, he told me no. I remember that. He said no. Okay? Maybe if I was white, he would have took the picture. But he said no. I ain't gonna lie on him. That's what he said. Anyway, let's move on. But this show is not coming with, it came with some mess with production. So one of my producers sent me the Instagram of Reese G and Q and Imani Van Zant, and they were talking about Q, talking about how the production is just bad. We found out that Imani Van Zant is not hosting a reunion, so they do this whole Instagram live. In the live, pretty much, Reese is just dragging Q, and then Reese G was like, Q was trying to sleep with Todrick. And I heard that from a reliable source that he was trying to sleep with Todrick Hall. And they were trying to sleep together. And a reliable source told me. That's what Reese G said. And I'm hearing this, and Imani was saying that Imani just criticized what they see. So then Q came on with his chocolate self. Talk about Reese, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Imani because you're not the producer of the show. Well, I should be and all that type of stuff. And I want to say this about Reese G. He's very messy. That's a very messy person. I remember sometime last year, he reached back out to me. He wanted to smash again. And I refused. I'm like, no, even though you had some good bud and stuff like that, it was great. I just don't want to do it again. I just didn't want to do it again because you're messy. Because you went around to Atlanta, you said it was great. I didn't want nobody to know that we smashed. I wanted to keep that on the DL, but he's very, very messy. He talks about people in Atlanta. He's very, very messy. We used to talk on the phone. He's messy. He will drag you. You think he's your good girl. He's one of them type of people that he will laugh in your face soon as you leave. He's going to dog you out. That's what he do. He's that messy. Because he did not have to tell the world that Q wanted to sleep with Todrick. He didn't have to say that. But it's in his messy nature. That's in his genetic to be messy. And he thinks that he runs everything. He thinks he's such a best. And see, Q, you nice. If I was on that live, I'd be like, when Chasing Dallas first came out, it was boring. Wasn't nobody checking for Chasing Dallas. It didn't make no sense. The cast was boring. The storyline was boring. The quality was boring. So don't act like you had this so successful first show that you didn't have mistakes. See, that's the thing. They come at Q. He's new to this. He never produced a show like this. He want to run the show how he want to run it. So allow him to bump, allow him to fall, allow him to trip, but just support him in the process, right? And a lot with that live, we didn't need to see them go back and forth and all that. Then Reese cut him off the live. It was a hot mess. Then there was another girl on there. Okay, it was a beautiful, beautiful woman on there. She was smoking her weed, and she was one of the producers of the show, but she quit. So she was like, they was like, let Armand host the reunion. And again, I watched the whole thing. Oh, Q don't like Armand. Q don't like him. So that is why Q ain't gonna let Armand host it, because he can't stand him. I'm like, whoa, like, come on, lady, why you being messy? I thought you so love the stuff, you love the show and all that. You ain't trying to be messy. So she was being messy. She was trying to drag Armand to the bus. And I'm listening to this with all. Baby, I'm living for all this. I was just watching it. Then, on this same Instagram live, Trey Howard, they call him in, right? And Trey Harbor said, yeah, I just got off the phone with Q. And Q said, you, ma'am, didn't do a good job producing. He said, Reese G, you need to stop. You so full of yourself. Pretty much was just dragging. So once the lady said, oh, he said that I didn't do nothing. So she brought it up. And then Trey Howard, messy behind, got in the comments. So I'm like, I didn't say that, girl. You recently, you said it. I heard it. But they're all messy. This is why I won't sit on no show with them. Because I'm going to tell you, that little Trey, let me catch myself. I couldn't be on no show with all that messiness. I will end up in jail. Jaile, jail. I can't. It ain't gonna happen. Everybody keep asking me, Wiley, why you not on Chasing Dallas? I cannot do it because I will end up in jail off a free show, locked up for battery, for assault, with a deadly weapon with these 2 fists. I can't do it. So I'm not even gonna put myself in that space. It's too messy and I couldn't handle it. I end up in jail. All right. So all that was going on. And I told Q, I said, you did an amazing job with the show. The show got some problems, but overall, it's entertaining. Overall, the audience, they already got their favorite on who's going to be on the show or not. They didn't like the fact that Q had in the first episode, him, Oliver, J-Line, or what's her name, Lauren London. They didn't like the fact that they were on the show. The reason why I like it kinda is because, listen, they popular, so their name, bring them on. It's don't care. Some of the stuff did get lost in the show because we didn't know why they so mad at each other. I didn't catch that piece. I wish that we can see a little bit of that on there. I get it. Q is upset with Imani is because you are a producer. You were getting a stipend. You were part of this production. You helped put the cast together. So why are you critical of production? I can understand that from Q perspective. I can understand like that's some shade. But that's some shade. But that just comes because Imani probably hang around a lot with Reese G. You are who you hang around. Okay? I know it's Jail. I know that. I was being comedic, y'all. Don't try to correct me when I'm being comedic, okay? It's Jail. I'm being comedic. I'm making it funny, okay? Anyway. But you are who you hang around. And Reese G is a very messy person. I've said it. Many people in Dallas have said it. He's extremely messy. He dogs even his own castmates out. So it's very, very messy. Anyway, so we don't know who's hosting the reunion. Whoever hosts it, I just hope they get through the reunion. There's no fighting. Don't add no liquor to the show because they can't control their liquor. The non-binary can't control the liquor. The 2 trans women can't control the liquor. B. Hawkins, whether he want to be a girl or a man, he can't control his liquor. Jeremy definitely don't need no liquor. If you bipolar, you don't need no liquor. Who else up in here? Andre definitely don't need no liquor because everything that comes out of his mouth is you bitches. We definitely don't need it to be really cold in the reunion because you already know Official Kingpin gonna come with a trench coat, with a winter coat, all that. Please make sure that his room that's kind of warm so he can show up with a shirt and some shorts and all that type of stuff. Cause this man, he dressed, baby, he make it seem like he in Chicago. I'm like, what the world he dressed in the wintertime? Cause the way how he dressed, I'm like, good God Almighty. But it's whoever hosts this show, let them do a good job for it. And the reason why Imani should host it, it's because she's already on the show, right? She already on the franchise. Let it be host. One thing that Q made a mistake at, one of the mistakes he probably made, is putting Imani on the show, period. Because if you're not going to agree what she said, all that stuff, don't put her on there. Don't put her on there. If you want to chase LA to just be completely different, then you should have had somebody else doing reviews about Chasing LA that you can kind of control. And pretty much will not criticize you, will know how to play their cards right? You could have did that. That could have been the only thing. Because having Imani on the show, people want to see her host it. Like if somebody else try to host the show and they don't do it, you're going to set them up to be roasted and gagged. You know, I personally think she should host it. Reason, because her heart is in it. Imani's an amazing person. Beautiful guy. I mean, it would just be great. Her heart is in it, right? And I just think the fans want her to host it, right? I don't think the fans want anybody else not to host it because she is definitely a staple on the franchise, right? I don't think nobody else should host it but her because she's on it, right? It is what it is. And I just think that you should let her host it. It is what it is. Why not? Okay. But we saw a little behind the scenes of the mess. Behind the scenes. We saw it. I saw it. You saw it. It was messy. But it was good. It's entertaining. That's why we tune into the show. It's for some entertainment. I can tell you this. Chasing LA is more entertaining than Chasing Dallas was season 1. And probably season 2 Chasing Dallas. This franchise is quite interesting, quite entertaining. The cast is really great. So it's just on that point. I'm kind of glad Q is not a producer and a cast member. I'm kind of glad that he's just behind the scenes doing what he's doing. And I hope and pray that they have a successful reunion so we can review it. Because let me tell y'all this. I don't want this to end up like G-Status, y'all. Take a break and all this. They asked a question. Somebody brought up when they were on the live. Do you think you should stop, pause it, and then bring it back months later? He was like, no, we're going to keep it going. I'm like, don't pause it. Keep it going. Once it's already out there, keep it going. Once the show has been produced, keep it going. It's out there. So push it out there, whatever it is. Let the audience come to a conclusion. Let them say what they're going to say about the show. Let the show continue. Don't stop it. It's already out, right? Okay? Don't stop it. My God. Because this is great. I laugh at it. It's entertaining. I get my life watching Chase LA. And if Imani don't host the show, person that's in LA, in California, Armand is in California, why not let him host it? He's in California. He's in you know, he don't live in LA, but he's in California. And hell, none of the people is from LA, but just one person on the cast. So that would be a great choice, you know what I'm saying, for it, and we'll see how it's going to go. But you got to tell him don't be drinking because he like to drink, you know what I'm saying? So you can't go in there, you sloppy drunk and all that type of stuff. I'm just saying what I'm saying, like you, the alcohol, just need to put it at the, everybody don't know how to control their liquor. Everybody don't. So don't have no liquor. Because if you got that liquor, it's going to be some trouble. Because I can't have alcohol and somebody keeps on talking about, you bitches, I'm like, who you calling the bitch? That's the problem. Don't you ever, that's so disrespectful. And you bitches, y'all did, if you keep calling me that, I'm going to say, hold up, who you talking about? Calm down. You better bring that down some, because if you done threw that drink in my face, oh baby, you get ready. You better have some top-notch security because I'm going to jail because if you throw a drink in my face, it is what it is. I'm going to really put on the show. But he'll be a great host. You know what I'm saying? I think he would be great. And then the third choice can be me. If he don't want to do it, if I don't do it, put me on there. But they're not ready because, you know, it'll be a great show, right? Because I wanted to do G-Status. And G-Status, they wanted me to host, ask a couple questions. I'm like, I wanted to host. One show that I wanted to host, the reunion, was G-Status. And they did not let me host because I put my heart and soul into like reviewing G-Status. I put a lot of people on to G-Status ATL Hustle. And I wanted to host. I was like, I can host this show. I had dreams about hosting the show. And it didn't happen. And then the two hosts that they had on the show, they said they ain't too much know the people's name. I'm like, what? See, you gotta have, You gotta have people that's into the show. You can't just have a regular celebrity that don't watch the show, never review the show. That's unfair. Get somebody that's part of the community that actually love the show, because it's going to show on camera. Though he may not have the name recognition, but he already knows the cast, he knows the storylines. Put somebody that knows the show. I know Chasing LA. So put people on the show that know about the show, or put Imani on there. And I pray that they get it resolved. It was ratchet and ghetto that they was going back and forth like that. But hey, I was here for it. It was ghetto and it was ratchet. But I watched that entire live, okay? And I'm here for Chasing Dollars, because they got another member on there. I got some tea about Chasing Dollars. But we'll keep that when Chasing Dollars come out. You know, I can't give out my sources. Can't give out my sources. But they got one particular person that I didn't catfish on Chasing Dollars. But I'm not gonna say no names. I ain't gonna say that. I shouldn't even said that. They got one person on there that I have actually catfished, and we actually did some things. We actually did some things. Yes, we did. And they on Chasing Dollars, so I'm not going to say too much about it. We, keep that in the back pocket. Whenever they release it, I'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be able to spray me with no tea, because I'll spray myself with my own tea, all right? Anyway, so I knew I couldn't be on Chasing Dollars. I didn't catfish the person that you all put all out like that. I need to check, because when my storyline, it's going to wake up the streets. I need to check. I'm sorry. I can't do it for free. No way. Can't do nothing for free. All right. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Okay. Did y'all enjoy this show? I hope y'all enjoying the show. I hope y'all enjoying Chasing LA. Hope y'all enjoying it so much. Okay. But I would be a great host. I would love for the host. It's difficult because a lot of people, I'm just not that in the business. Because of my opinion, nobody that don't like me in this business can say that we had a personal fallout. It's something that I said on the show, and I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I will be a damn good host. Okay, whoever give me a chance, they franchise is gonna be off the ground. We gonna put a show. All right, okay. I'll be a good host. How many people? If I were to host Chase LA, I would just say this real quickly. If I were to host Chase LA, who would watch it? Hold up. If I were to host Chase LA, would you watch it? Would you watch it if I host it? Let me know in the comments. If I host it, would you watch it? Hold up. Let me see real quick. Don't get me geeked up. And if you want to watch it, say that too. Would you watch it? Would you watch it? Hold up. Press 1 if you will watch it. Press 1, you will watch it. Press 2, you won't watch it. I'll watch it if you host Wiley. Okay. Yes. We need that. Press 1. Okay. All right, they'll watch it. All the 2 people, one saying no. All right, one. Okay. It's a lot of people. Okay. And somebody said 2. Woo. Okay. Chase LA is on Chase Reality. Make sure y'all go check it out. Okay. Ooh-wee. I had some guests that was going to come on this show, baby. Okay. Wow. Here we go. Let's get to Charlamagne the God. All right. Charlamagne the God is on the show, and I put him on the show because he jokes too much, right? I saw one clip. It was not funny, but I saw one clip. Somebody stood up. Was it Jennifer Lopez? And he smelled the chair, like he was smelling her chair. And I'm like, who in the world will smell somebody's chair once they get up? Once she stood up, this man sniffs her chair. I said, this man is he jokes too much. He just do too much. And I had a dream that I had a dream that Charlamagne the God was he was getting canceled, And all the Democrats that was supporting him was making statements that, oh, he need to be canceled and all the people that he helped, they was like dragging him. And then I had a dream that Tamika, she was dragging him because she was losing support, so she had to come out and drag him. And it was like really, really bad. And they was up there playing one clip, they kept playing of him sniffing a chair, and then one clip they kept playing of him joking and putting Spanish fly in someone's drink. And I literally had a dream that was going on, and I was like, man, he just joked too much. And I was just screaming at the TV, he jokes too much. See, that's why you can't be doing all that joking like that. You can't, right? It just jokes too much, and he just needs to stop. He really, really needs to stop. You can't be doing that. Give me a second. Somebody is in this chat. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Just joke too much. Is that Charlamagne in my bushes? Hold up. Is Charlamagne in the chat? Let me see. I'm gonna get somebody online. So that's the thing. He jokes too much, and he needs to stop, right? Because people are afraid, because that don't come out right to a lot of women. So Charlamagne, get on the platform, just speak about politics, but you got to be careful coming at certain people, because when the way how he came at the mama's cooking, the way I came at Mr. Brown, baby, that man dragged him for filth and made a massive platform. I was just watching him yesterday because he had Judge Joe Brown on there, and he had Judge Joe Brown, and I'm like, man, that man dragged him, and now he got a platform. Now he's instantly part of the culture. Even Dr. Bruce Watkins, I think he was able to try to drag Mr. Brown. I'm like, why are you dragging Mr. Brown and all that type of stuff? But anyway, Charlamagne is not the only one. At one point, Charlamagne was a part of the culture. Like he was like the voice of the culture. But now it's so many other people that are with platforms and that got the ear of the people. He's not the only one. And radio is not the only entity of media. YouTube have dominated media for years. You got the TikTok, but YouTube is still the leading voice of media. Like, you get people to really make millions of dollars, make more money than people in mainstream media, right? Which is YouTube. They make good money. They make so much money a month than some of these people make a year. So that's another piece. But I just think that Charlamagne, what he did, a lot of those skeletons of him joking is going to hunt him, and it didn't really happen, him being canceled. But some shows I heard that he lost because of the jokes, but it's going to come up again, and maybe it's going to be the right person to make a joke about him to kind of destroy his whole life, because it took one comedian to make a joke about Bill Cosby, and you saw all the block started to fall against Bill Cosby. One comedian. I still don't know that comedian name, but he made a joke about Bill Cosby, and look what happened with Bill Cosby today. All right. So I'm going to open up the phone lines, and I'm going to allow you all to call in really quickly. If y'all want to call in, I want to open up the lines this morning. All right. All right, thank y'all for liking the video. Come on, click some more, get us some more like. Click the video. Like. Thank y'all so very much. Thank you so very much. Laura almost got away with times up. Almost. Yes, almost. Yes. Okay. All right. Give me a second. I was like, what in the world's going on with him? He almost got caught up. Okay. Oh, is that Blue? Okay, I need to DM him again because he just DM'd me something. All right. Hold up. I hope he ain't DM me telling me how to get a PPP loan, because I'm not doing that. Not at all, child. See, I'm not money hungry. I'm not in love with money. I like to have money, but I'm not in love. When you in love with that, you start doing foolish things, right? You got to be careful, man. It's ways to legally make money. And what Blue should have did, since he's a singer and he was in a Pretty Ricky group, sing, get on YouTube, get a channel. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do this PPP stuff. And it's just so sad. Like, use your talent. God gave you a gift of singing, and he still look attractive. You know, you ain't got to be out here defrauding the government. You know what I'm saying? Get you a channel. Get on Bingo. It's so many ways to make money online now that you don't need to be out here doing illegal stuff, right? You just don't. Give me a second. I'm going to open up these phone lines for y'all. Hold up 1 second. I'm getting it together. All right. Hold up. You don't need to be doing that. Good morning, y'all. It's Saturday. Ooh, it feels real good. I like the morning shows better than I like the nighttime shows because I'm more funnier in the morning. Thank y'all. Wiley is whispering today. Oh, I'm sorry. I like to whisper. I like to. That's my voice. You don't like that? Oh, gosh. Okay. All right, I'm opening
your show now. Press 1 to hear.
It's Saturday, so y'all
Your show is scheduled to start in 26 seconds.
Hold on, can I put the number on here so y'all can see it? Give me a second. 646-716-8447. But I had the number on here.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
All right. The number is on. The number is live. So if you want to call in 646-716-8447, that is the number. Oh, Pretty Ricky come on this show. I got so many questions I'm going to ask him. Thank you, producer, for sending me all these questions to ask him. Thank you. All right, let's go. I should have said his name too loud. Oh, man, I'm trying to find the call-in number. I can't find it. I was going to put it on here. All right, give me a second. I was going to put it on the screen, try to be fancy. All right, give me a second. I'm going to see if I can find it this way because it's not letting me. The number is 646-716-8447, but I'm trying to post it on the screen so y'all will see it so it could be all fancy and stuff. So give me a second while I can post it on the screen because I didn't save it, unfortunately. What did I do with it? Oh, who is that? Oh, my gosh. This is so funny. Have you ever Googled yourself? It's so funny. I'm just looking at one of these old clips of when I was on Michelle Etielli's show. We had some highlights on this show. Shout out to My Radio. I just saw this clip that when I was talking with Peter and stuff. That was dope. But one day, child, we're going to be put on. And then everybody that I email, they're going to be emailing us. Come on. All right, I got, I got these phone lines open up. All right, okay, hold up. So, is y'all going to call in? See, this the problem. Yesterday, y'all, you opened up the phone. One lady was so mad because I ain't let her call in today. But she wanted to call in and talk about her catering business. And I told her, I said, man, with all due respect, you're not coming in and talking about your catering business for free. Not gonna happen. You got to pay for that. Anytime I bring somebody on to talk about their company, they pay for that airtime. That ain't gonna happen. Well, help a sister out. Yeah, I'm gonna help you out. All right. Give you this email. Give you my rates. That's it. I'm not about to allow you to come on here for free to talk about your catering business. This not gonna happen. And she got so mad at me. I don't care how mad you get. It's business. Shoot, you want to talk about your catering business? Pay the money, and I get you some clients. Absolutely not. Oh, she wanted to talk about it for free. No, you can't do that. But I have to say, so everything like that. Somebody asked me, what are some of your hobbies? Okay, one of my hobbies is I love to read. I love to read books. That's one of my hobbies. I love to read. I just love to read. I love to read. That's one of my hobbies. Yeah. That's one of my hobbies. We have to keep the lights. Yeah, we have to keep the lights on, and it's not that much. It's not that much. You know what I'm saying? It's not. 5862 caller, you on air. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Wiley. How you doing?
Doing good. I was about to troll Nikki this morning. So if y'all don't get up on calls, y'all will see a troll later on today. I don't know who I'm gonna be trolling. I'm gonna troll your fade this morning. I'm sorry, but no, I'm just kidding. But go ahead. Good morning.
You is too much. I have a question.
Yeah.
You think Charlamagne is joking?
I
think what he's saying is a joke?
I think that he jokes. That's what I personally think. What do you think? You think what he says for real? I don't think that he puts stuff in people's drinks and stuff like that. I just think he jokes a lot. I think that's that dark comedy. Like a lot of guys, they be joking like that. I've heard in the barbershop I've heard a joke like that in the barbershop before. So I just think he's joking. You don't think so?
No, he said he put it in his own drink. And he said he got extra, fired up.
But you haven't put that in your drink to get all turned up. You never smoked no weed to get turned up or get tingly inside. You never done that before?
I never said that I didn't, but I don't do no Spanish fly or nothing like that. And I wouldn't put something in somebody's drink or put something. Who wants to mess with somebody that's not conscious? That's sickening. You might as well mess with a corpse. I mean, come on. But
I think he was joking. I don't think the person was unconscious. I think the person was very aware of what was going on. I think he was joking. He shouldn't have said that joke because people are like, really? You like to hump dead people? Like, oh, I just think.
No, I think he probably was joking about what really happened. And that's the messed up part about it because it's not funny. He probably thought it was a joke. He probably think he's a comedian, but no, that was not funny. But he was telling the truth about what he did because he said it. Nobody forced it upon him. And he said the next day, she was like, you sure I was just only with you? I wasn't with your cousin? And like, So, I mean, I honestly believe that, no, he wasn't joking. He probably was telling it as a joke, trying to laugh it off. But no, it wasn't a joke. And then you said he sniffed Jennifer Lopez's feet after she got up. Where can I find that at? Because wait a minute.
Yes, he sniffed. Okay, you have the YouTube where he sniffed a chair. I saw that last night because one of my producers, they can't stand Charlamagne. When I tell you this person sent me clips and texts, clips and tweets, they can't stand, this person cannot stand, and she write paragraphs and books and all type of stuff. And she showed me one clip that he sniffed a chair.
I mean, I know some men, they like the girl she say. I mean, it is what it is. Maybe he wanted, that's the closest he can get to her. I don't know. He was trying to see if it's, fishy or not. I don't know what the situation was, but that's disgusting as well. And I don't care for Charlamagne the Serpent. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not biased to it. But what I'm trying to say is that it's like, so do you think that he didn't do nothing to that girl or any woman that may come out in the future?
I don't think so. I think with Jessica, I think maybe one of his cousins did something to her. I don't think Charlamagne did nothing to her. I just think that she was mad at Charlamagne because he's famous. You know what I'm saying? He's famous, and that's the one that you could address because don't nobody know the unknown person that did it to her. So you only gonna go after the one that's famous. So I don't think that Charlamagne did it to Jessica at all. I think she's a victim, but I don't think Charlamagne victimized her. Charlamagne is only guilty for probably having that party and a minor was there, right? Because he had the party, but he did not victimize her. No. I just think that she's upset.
He took ownership of that. That's because he knew it was deeper than it was. I just don't blame Charlamagne. I blame her mom as well. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she was saying, oh, my daughter's not ready to get on the stand, and I don't want to put her through that. If you've been if you've been a victim like that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to constantly go through it throughout your life. It's not going to just go away. You know what I'm saying? Whether if you on a stand or if you just sitting up staring at the wall thinking about it, it's not going to just go away.
Absolutely, so and I'm glad you brought it up because you a black woman. Because if I would have said that, oh, you should have had that, but I blame the mother.
How you know I'm black?
Well, you sound black. You sound, baby. You sound.
Black. Don't trip.
I know you sound black.
This Mary Wilson in the chat.
Oh, okay, Mary. You know you sound black. Yeah. Okay.
But you said you happy I said it because if you would have said it, so you agree? Did you see when the mom was doing all that, like, oh, my daughter wasn't ready and this and that, like, because, I mean, I'm not ashamed to, tell my business, my life. I'm 42. I've been through a lot.
Okay.
But when I was 7, I had to get on the stand, okay? And every time that man tried to get out, the DA would come get me, and I will go back again, and I will never let him get out. That man died in there stage 4 cancer because I couldn't let him get out and harm another woman or another child.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
Like, after me, that was it. He had tied a white lady up and did that in front of her husband and her kids, and she was terrified. She never, ever came. You know what I'm saying? So somebody has to stand up for her. So
Facts.
If I was 7 and she was 15 or however old she was, it's like, come on now. I blame that mama too.
Right. And this is the thing what gets me. They keep on talking about real black man instead of I'm a real black man. And when I'm telling you that black mother failed her black daughter, period.
Completely.
And she probably even know who the daddy is. That's a whole nother conversation, right? But the mother did the talking. I'm like, you doing this talking there? You should have did that 10, 20 years ago.
Well, because the check stopped.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? We're going to keep it. We're gonna keep it all the way G right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm not even going to hold you on that. You already know. The check stopped. Period. So you failed her. You obviously you was like, oh, I don't want to take her through that. No, it's traumatic all your freaking life. Somebody, you can be with your man and he grab your neck the wrong way. You be like, hold up, flashbacks, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can happen at any time. So I feel like they paid, Charlamagne paid the mom to tell the daughter not to get on the stand. So bam, he got whatever, he got, pled guilty, whatever the case was. And then they was giving them, money here, money there, and them checks stopped. And now the mama want to come out, and it's like, no, lady, no.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
I have no respect for her.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Want to call in. And
all right.
Guys, and you have a good day. All right, chatting much. Love you.
All right, bye. All right, so we giving our opinion. If you don't like my opinion, you can call in. All right, 4851, good morning. 4851.
Hello?
Hey, good morning.
Oh, I didn't even know I was on. I was trying to make breakfast. Sorry. Hey, Wiley.
Okay.
I totally disagree.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I totally disagree. Let me go in my office. I totally disagree. Let me tell you why. I've followed this Jessica Reed story, but not only that, I've followed Charlamagne. Charlamagne has openly admitted raping a young lady. He didn't say her name, but he's openly admitted it, right? So how do we come off to say, oh, well, you said, well, I think that he did it, well, he didn't do it, right? But on her documentary, she says it was several guys plus Charlamagne. Why would a rape victim have to lie about this? I'm a rape when I was molested at 5 years old. And when my family found out, they opted not to tell. So, yes, my mother takes ownership in that, as well as her sisters, my grandmother. But this is what people do. Everybody don't tell, right? So this is something I have to deal with for the rest of my life. By the grace of God, I am who I am today because of that. But I don't hate my mother. I don't blame my mother for none of that. I mean, a lot of people do. I think I did play the blame game, but Charlamagne's wrong. He's admitted raping this girl. Her mother, several mothers would not allow their kids to go on the stand back in the early, what? Was that the 90s?
That was the 2000s.
This was in the 70s for me. Okay, so 2000. A lot of black mothers don't let their children go on the stand. Let's keep this shit a buck. Okay, I'm sorry for cussing. Let's keep this real. A lot of black mothers do not let their children go on the stand. A lot of mothers in general, not just black. People don't let their parents go on the stand because, for one, they're embarrassed. Because this has happened to their children. I was molested from 5 to 8 years old. 5 to 8. Now, I talk to victims. Male, female, grown, it don't matter. I'm just saying, Charlamagne did this. And for him to have this platform and everybody saying, oh, no, he did it. He admitted it. The young lady who was with her admitted it. Ain't nobody got to lie. I don't think they got no money. I don't think they got any money for this. I don't think he had money at the time. He was just throwing parties. He worked at a local radio station. He wasn't making no money in South Carolina. He even said that. That's why he went to New York. He wasn't making no money, so he wasn't paying them. He did it, and yet he has this platform. Yes, her mother was wrong. A lot of parents are wrong for not turning in these monsters who do this to their children. But it's what happened. And this is something you have to live with, like the last caller said. Somebody touch you the wrong way, you be like, hold up now. Hold up. You have flashbacks. I have flashbacks every day. This is something that never goes away. It's something you deal with, but you got to learn how to deal with it. For me, I just own my truth. It's what's happened, and I have to move on, and I have to help other people who've gone through this. I went through high school thinking I was the only one. Started writing poetry and found out it was 12 of us. 12 of us. That's half the damn basketball team. You feel me?
I feel
but
you.
This is common. It's more common than what people know. So I need everybody to stop saying what Charlamagne didn't do. I don't care if they got money or if they didn't get money. He did it. And he still has a platform. Let's talk about Tamika Mallory. She's doing a great job with all these victims being killed by police brutality. What about the Me Too movement? You know what she said? She's not going to talk about Charlamagne because that's her friend. So what's your job? So that's the problem I have with Tamika Mallory. I ain't got no problem with her. But when it comes to people who's been molested or abused, sexually assaulted, come on, man. You got to fight for her the same way you fight. I don't care if it happened 30. I'm 50. And I was 5 to 8 years old. 5 to 8 years old protecting my baby sister. So I take this very serious. I know we did it. Watch the documentary before everybody starts judging. Watch her documentary. I'm 50 and I still go through it. I still have to go to a therapist, counseling. It's life.
All right. Thank you so
but
very
no,
much.
I don't agree with you saying that he didn't do it. Y'all gotta look into this a little bit more. It's so much out there.
What I'm gonna do is my team. We're gonna reach out to Jessica, and I want to get her side, and I want to watch the documentary. I seen it years ago, but I need to rewatch it to get a clear understanding.
I'm gonna tell you also who to contact too. His name is Choke No Joke. Mm-hmm. He's like that videographer. He started videoing all the rappers in New York in the tunnel back in the day. Okay. He's been around for some years. Follow him on YouTube. He's been covering this story for forever about Charlamagne. But see, you get these people on these pedestals with Jessica, what's her name? Rye on CNN. That's his friend too. That's his best friend. But y'all gonna sit here and openly talk about this man. Everybody's giving him this platform, and he done raped somebody and drugged them, and he admitted it. You gotta find it, Wiley. It's out there. Now, why she's just now coming out? She's been going through it her whole life. Okay. People go through things different. We got to be fair about this. We got to be fair. But I love your show. You're doing a great job, Wiley.
Love you.
I love you. Keep it real.
Love you.
But on this, I don't agree.
You don't agree.
I
and
don't
that's
agree.
Good. That's fine. We have to
research,
agree
baby.
on here. But we definitely do that. But thank you so much for calling in.
Yes. Okay, sweetie.
All right. Good morning. Okay, if you want to call in, the number is on the screen, 646-716-8447. Let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so my question to you is, why don't you believe Jessica Reed?
What I said is, I believe something happened to her. I don't think it was Charlamagne the God. Honestly, in my heart of hearts, that's how I feel. I just don't believe I need to see more evidence, more credible evidence. I need to see more collaborating witnesses that was credible for me to believe it. That's just my personal opinion. The case happened. DNA evidence said to prove that he did not do it. when you go back to the courts, or I guess to the people that's investigate, they say they're not going to reopen the case because this is a closed case. He was found not to be guilty in this at all. So that's what I believe in. And until I see something else to change my opinion, then I would do that. But as of right now, I don't believe Charlamagne the God did that to Jessica Reed. What I do believe, he at the party, yes, I believe other people that was associated with him did that to her, not Charlamagne.
So you believe a 22-year-old will take a charge such as VR, rape, or the R word, and not have done it? You think back then, you think a 22-year-old would admit to engaging in inappropriate sexual acts with a minor if they didn't do it?
But my thing is
because
this: he collaborated with the police. He in the investigation. He didn't hide from it. He actually went to the police station to cooperate with them. So if he was guilty, who is guilty? Let me work with the cops, right? So listen, I don't think he did.
He didn't have any choice but to work with the cops, because remember, when she was sexually assaulted, she went straight to the police to press charges. She went to the hospital. There was no DNA test done because her mother did not allow her to submit blood work to do a proper DNA analysis, to determine whether or not he did or his DNA was or was not found. So that whole DNA thing is a load of crap. But my thing is that we're not talking about somebody that waited, weeks or months or years to come out. We're talking about somebody that immediately went to the police, immediately identified at least one of the persons that she knew. She didn't know his friends or none of the other guys, but she knew that there were other guys that did, have sex with her against her will. But the one main person that came to her house, picked her up, that was introduced to her mom, that took her to this party, that gave her a drink that she didn't want but insisted, per her story, that she take this drink. And then after she started drinking this drink, he gave her and her friend a drink. Then her friend started vomiting immediately, and her friend went in the bathroom. And then next thing you know, she started feeling weird and she passed out. And, everything that she's saying, we're talking about somebody that reported a crime immediately after it happened. And we're talking about someone that took responsibility for said crime immediately after it happened. So why would we not think that he did this to her when he was found guilty of something? He just took the lesser charge so that he did not have a felony on his record.
He took the lesser charge, but he wasn't. The lesser charge was not rape, ma'am. And that's what I have to stand on. And we live in America where you're innocent to proven guilty. We cannot say he's guilty of something he have not been charged with. We cannot say he's guilty of something he have not been convicted. That's dangerous rhetoric. If we go back to Brian Banks, a black man that was lied on by a black woman, and they lied on this man, and nothing happened, and they lied on this man, nothing happened, and the black mother went to the school district and sued, and they gave millions, and we don't even discuss the woman that lied on Brian Banks, and his life was greatly changed because of a lie. And so what I'm saying is, it's very dangerous to say somebody is accused of something when they have not been convicted. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
that's why I stand.
Charlamagne was convicted of delinquency of a minor. Okay.
Again, he was not convicted of. I don't
think you can compare Brian Banks to Charlamagne the God.
Again, I have to bring up a point. That's part of my argument.
Okay, that can be a part of your argument. Okay, so let's push past that, right? Charlamagne set up on that whatever that podcast was, right? And he admitted to putting Spanish fly in somebody's drink, right? Now, let's think about Jessica Reed. He admitted to putting Spanish fly in somebody's drink unknowingly to them, right? He admitted to getting horny as heck, and he admitted to that person, being somewhat passed out, incoherent, right? Let's still think about Jessica Reed. Let's still think about Jessica Reed that said she got a drink, she was incoherent, and she was still alert, but she was not able to move. She was out of her body. She was passed out, right? Let's think about what he said. He said that, you know, they said, was the girl passed out? And he said, yeah, but I think she still was somewhat coherent. The people on the podcast kept saying, you are her. And he said, no, I don't think that I are her, because if I would have let my homies hit, because my friends tried to get it, but I told them no, but they did see her naked. We're not thinking now. He's talking about one incident, and then we're thinking about Jessica Reed and what she's talking about, what happened. They don't coincide to you?
No, it don't. No, it doesn't. Not at all. Because he didn't never mention a Jessica Reed and say, "Oh, she was underage."
He didn't have to mention
again,
her
I didn't think of that the way. How I look at it, and my conclusion of what I get from what he said was a joke, and he shouldn't have said it. It was locker room talk, and it's something that should not have been came out publicly. That just my opinion. Again, that's just what I have to say about it. And I'm not, kissing Charlamagne's behind. I just don't want to just throw another black man under the bus with no evidence.
Okay,
The mother
so
did not
now
cooperate
let's talk about his tweet,
with the
Wiley.
investigation, and now she want to cooperate years later, and you didn't do it in person. I already I don't want to believe that.
Wiley, that's the thing. You don't have to believe that, but I think that it is irresponsible for you to take the stance that you've taken, because
that's not irresponsible. It's actually a right stance. I stand for black men.
Somebody that was a 15-year-old that did not have the power to do what she wanted to do. Everything was in the power of her mother. So we're saying, forget this person that was once 15 years old and her accusation.
I didn't say forget the person. What I'm saying is we should just throw another black man under the bus with no evidence. We need evidence. This is a bunch of hearsay. Oh, yeah, that happened, and we just automatically just throw Charlamagne under the bus, even though the mom didn't want to cooperate years later. But now you want to cooperate? Our justice system don't work like that. It doesn't. And that's a truth that people need to swallow.
But it worked like that against Bill Cosby. And Bill
Cosby is different. That situation with Bill Cosby, he admitted of giving women in a deposition Quaaludes. So he admitted it. Charlamagne never done a deposition and admitted putting something in Jessica Reed drink. That have never ever happened. What Charlamagne have said that he joked about Spanish Fly, he didn't say no one's name. You don't know if that was a man. You don't know if that was a woman. You really don't know. It was just him joking. No women to this day have came for, other than Jessica Reed, have came for and said something. That is just my personal opinion. It is. That's just how I feel about the situation. That's just how I feel about the situation. This is why he have not been canceled. I'm like, why is iHeart? They have done. I've heard iHeart have done their own investigation, and they have found him to be innocent. They have not came out public and said it, but I've heard through the grapevine that iHeart Radio have done their own investigation into these claims, and they have not found any evidence to point to Charlamagne doing that to Jessica Reed. So, I mean, hey.
Okay, well, guess what? I'm certain that once he gets from up under his white daddy and the elite, once they're tired of protecting him, I'm certain that all of this stuff is going to come back up to the forefront, and I'm certain that eventually he will be canceled. Because even his tweets, Wiley, he even tweeted once before talking about, remember my brothers, if she's drunk tonight, no does not mean no. It means maybe. So a lot of his tweets and stuff is very, very problematic.
A lot of those tweets is 10-some years ago. A lot of people have said a lot of things. Even you probably said some things 10 years ago, 20 years ago. People evolve and people change. I don't think we should look at someone's tweets and want to cancel them for something they said a decade ago. I just don't. I don't believe in that. I believe people can change. And I do not believe Charlamagne violated Jessica Reed. I stand on that and I go on the record.
Wow, Wiley. I'm floored with you because you were so against Tory Lanez and all of these other guys that had accusations against them, simple accusations, never had went to court or had charges pressed against them. But you are really going to bat for Charlamagne for something that a 15-year-old said that happened to them, and that he did take some some sort of accountability for 17 years ago. I'm really, really, really stunned at you. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You enjoy your day, Wiley.
Good morning. Thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447. One thing about this show, if you disagree with the host, you can call in and give your side of the story. Okay, we got a next caller. 4635, you're live on air. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiley. Good morning, chat. Good morning, mods. Happy Saturday. I just wanted to come and just share my thoughts on this whole situation.
Okay.
With all due respect, Wiley, seriously, with all due respect, my brother, you come off as a parent or cousin that if a child was to come to you and tell you, you wouldn't believe them because you didn't have enough evidence.
Well, that's not true.
With all due respect, my brother.
Well, you may say that, but in reality, that's
how
not true. I have a sister that went through it, and I believed her. So, and she had the evidence. She had the reasons, and it was other victims that collaborated her story. So, again, I you know, that ain't me.
But then I just don't understand. I just don't understand why you don't believe her.
I just don't believe her. She don't have no. She didn't cooperate with the police. It was DNA evidence that exonerated Charlamagne, and he worked with the investigation, and it was found out he didn't do it. I just so quick that y'all want to believe this black man did this, and y'all want him to be counseled with no evidence. You know, no evidence. This is dangerous because it's Charlamagne today. It could be me tomorrow. It could be the next man. It could be Will Smith next week. It could be so many people. It could be Tyrese. It could be so many black men that could be accused of something, and we automatically just throw them at us without the evidence. We're not want to have the hard truth. The mother didn't corroborate. We didn't want to deal with it.
He did. The evidence is that he admitted it himself, my brother.
So he admitted that he did something to Jessica. He admitted that he did something to Jessica. Where is that at? Because I never heard that.
He said that he put Spanish fly in her drink.
Not in no Jessica Reed drink. He did not say that, ma'am. What he joked about was putting Spanish fly in someone's drink. It had nothing to do with no Jessica Reed. He never said Jessica Reed name.
Okay, you may be right there. But that's not even something that a man should joke about with regard to a woman. Can we agree to that?
That we shouldn't. And I said he jokes too much. He shouldn't have joked like that. It's plenty guys growing up in my neighborhood that have said some problematic jokes, right? They shouldn't have done it. I've said stand-up comedians have said jokes that they couldn't have said. But it's a joke. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. And
don't get all upset. You know, you say we can call, we can.
No,
discuss.
I'm not upset at all. What I'm saying is with Charlamagne, you want him to be canceled with and no evidence.
I don't want him to be canceled.
What do you want with him? You want him thrown in jail?
Be held accountable if he did this to this young woman.
What if he didn't do it? What if he didn't do it? But what if he didn't do it though?
Well, I mean, if he didn't do it, and by all means, that is the most honest truth that he didn't do it, then it is unfair that he's being accused. But if he did do it, then he should be held accountable because she was 15. She was a child. And it is so wrong. I'm so grateful. I'm a grown woman. I am so grateful that I had a father that never violated me or made me feel that way in any kind of way, because I can only imagine. I can't imagine, but I can only imagine, like the previous two callers, when she said that from 5 to 8 years old she was violated. That is so wrong. You just went on vacation with your nieces. They're young. Can you imagine somebody violating them in that way? They're young. They're babies. They're innocent. They shouldn't even have to look at a grown man's penis or a woman body parts in that sexual manner. And you know, that's fucked up, Wiley.
And it is that culture of it. It is very. And what I want to say is I'm totally against all of that, and that shouldn't be. But what I'm thinking about Charlamagne case is that people say, "Oh, he should be canceled." I'm like, where the evidence though? You're innocent until proven guilty. So that's the society we live in.
You are.
And what it comes with now, it looks like you innocent, you guilty until you can prove that you innocent. It's like we have already, and that's kind of dangerous.
But Wiley, we do know when it comes to the kids, you know, people gonna stand up when it comes to the kids, So maybe we are wrong for jumping ahead and making people be guilty before they've been proven so, but I guess maybe it's a defense mechanism that we adults do when it comes to kids. People need to leave the kids alone.
And maybe we need to talk to the detectives. Like, what was going on with them? Because if someone violated someone, if the victim does not operate, why? Again, I need to hear from the detective side, and I need to get more research. So maybe I need to talk with somebody that works in law enforcement in that town to see what was their point of their investigation, other than the victim don't want to cooperate. But what other evidence did they have? Did they have any DNA evidence? Did they have any physical evidence? I really want to get more information about this, because I just... If they had some on Charlamagne, he would be canceled.
It's just messed up any which way you think about it.
It
is. It's just messed up. I have a friend that I just met. I mean, we've been friends now for 15 years, and she eventually shared with me, not right away, just some years later, that, her dad's boyfriend he didn't actually rape her, but, he would do inappropriate things to her. And I was like, dang, wow, learning that later on, now I see why she's the way she is. But to just... And her mother never believed her. That's the point I was going to make. She told her mom, and her mom never believed her. That's so messed up.
Facts. And so I even with my grandmother,
and this
I can tell you this.
Maybe something happened.
I believe something happened.
Maybe her mom wanted to sweep it under the rug. They came from a small town. Maybe she didn't want her name to be smeared. Maybe she didn't want the reputation. Maybe she just wanted it to go away. At the end of the day, she was 15. She had to move how her mom expected her to move, how her mom told her to move. And maybe this is something that she's just been living with as she has been growing. Now she's a grown woman now, and she wants her truth out there.
Okay.
Maybe the investigation was fucked up from the beginning. Excuse my language. Maybe, maybe the police swept it under the rug. They didn't want to deal with it. Remember, these is black people, right?
Absolutely.
And when it comes to black people, black crimes, they ain't got time for that shit, Wiley. Sometimes they sweep it under the rug. Oh, fuck it. Oh, well, whatever. And... and then it doesn't get the attention that it deserves. So I'm just saying, my brother, just keep your mind open. Don't
my mind is very open.
All the way discredit her. You know what I'm saying? Just don't all the way discredit her, because there may be some truth to her story.
All right.
And I just want to say this, because I've been talking to you for a minute. This is Peaches Royale. I love you. Have a good day.
Good morning. Okay.
Good morning.
All right.
See you, Bobby.
Bye-bye. All right. Wow. The number is 646-716-8447. 752-62. You're live on air. 7562. You're live on air.
Good morning, Wiley. How are you?
Good morning. Doing great this morning, even though I'm getting dragged in the comments, but it's a good morning. It wouldn't be a good show if I didn't get dragged.
Well, you know what? You like to trigger people, so this is what you get sometimes. I saw that episode where you triggered them bars and got you together. It hurt my spirit the way they got you, sir.
They dragged me, but it's a show.
Oh,
that's what
they got you.
But that's what media is. You're not a good host if you don't evoke emotions. That will keep you tuned in. If everybody agree with everybody, it's no show. It's no show. You got to get it on the other side. But go ahead, sis. What you got to say about the situation?
I agree with you, because you just triggered me a couple times. You good, sir. You good. So, first of all, I want to say your skin and your haircut, sir, are looking the bomb today. And I went to see Miss Aisha on Thursday.
Yes. Oh, yes. Rashad's Creations.
Let me tell you, yes, indeed. Ever since I got the vaccine, I was like, I'm going to make an appointment to see her once a month. So I've been keeping true to that. She did some sort of full body massage. I was snoring all up in her daggone place. So that's the first thing. But you look like you were glowing. Just want to tell you that.
Thank you.
As far as Charlamagne, you're welcome. As far as Charlamagne is concerned, there are facts. One, he pled guilty to a lesser charge. Two, when Kwame Brown started cooking him from his channel, why he sent a cease and desist in? And then the other thing for Charlamagne, where there's smoke, there's fire. And number four, you should have just sat there and ate your food. So now he done got exposed because originally it was between Kwame Brown and that boy, he called him Becky with the good hair, and Steven Jackson. And it was just 3 former NBA players, exchanging words. But since Charlamagne has a financial interest in the All the Smoke podcast, he decided to try to jump in there and help his financial investment. And then that's when he got fried, and I loved every minute of it. And when he called Charlamagne, oh, my God, he called that man, when he called him a dog, called him Spot with the thing, oh, my God, he deserved, Kwame Brown got him together. And honestly, Charlamagne had nothing to do with it. And if I had a guilty charge or anything, and it's an argument going on that I don't have nothing to do with, I'd have just sat there and ate my food. So Charlamagne, hopefully he'll just go ahead and sit down and shut up, because now he's been put on Front Street. And, for what? Because, everybody going to keep continuing to refer to Matt Barnes as Becky with the good hair. You know what I'm saying? And then he, then just Kwame just went and started getting everybody together. Child, it has been comedy. So anyway, that's all I want to say. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And if Kwame Brown, if there was nothing to it, then why send him a cease and desist? And you know how you and your crew feel about cease and desist letters, don't you? That's all I got to say. I'm headed to my hair appointment chat. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.
Good morning.
And, please don't trigger these people too bad.
Okay, good morning.
All right,
thank you.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
You're
so
welcome.
I'm getting emails and DMs, people saying I'm trying to get on the Breakfast Club. You guys, I never sent an email to iHeart or to the producers of the Breakfast Club. So I'm not trying to get on the Breakfast Club, you guys. This is my opinion. This is where I stand. And so let's go to the phone lines. 5660, you're live on the air. Good morning.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey. Yes, I can.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for letting me get on. I did just want to give my own little 2 cents on the Charlamagne situation. I feel like Charlamagne is guilty because of how he's acting. Whenever this story comes up, the way he gets so frazzled, we have never seen Charlamagne the God act like this on any other topic, any other situation. Usually he stands his ground. When he got jumped outside the radio station, he was taking that drama on full force. When Birdman was talking his nonsense on the Breakfast Club, he was taking that on, full force. But when this comes up, and I mean, of course, when it's this type of accusation, I don't want to say any trigger words. When it's this type of accusation, of course, people are going to want to defend themselves. But Charlamagne literally went and got his wife to call into the radio station. His wife that he hides all the time. That's when I knew, where there's smoke, there is fire. And I just don't, because I've seen the court documents, all of this stuff is public. Yes, I know I'm messy for going and actually looking at it, but hey, I'm applying to law school this semester, so I just considered it practice. So I went and saw the I went and saw the court documentation, and literally the way he's manipulating the information is so messed up. The way he keeps saying, they didn't find DNA. No, it's not that they didn't find your DNA on her. It's that they did not test anything because her mother did not want her to testify in court. So the charges were dropped. It wasn't that you were found innocent. The charges were dropped because there was a lack of cooperation from the victim. So his manipulation of everything, plus just his frazzled energy, because he knows okay, these white people are on him. If this stuff actually begins to gain legitimate steam, anytime this story comes and waves its head, Charlamagne goes just into a complete frenzy. And it's so strange because he never acts like this, and he never keeps this same energy for whenever the roles are reversed. So just all of that coupled together, and then also just his like previous like problematic like behavior and energy. It's just like, sir, if you are not the one that did it, you have some type of hand in the situation. You either know who did it, they were like, you're either good friend, family member, something like that, or you did something that in the back of your mind you strongly regret and wish that you did not take part in. And that's my own little 2 cents.
Well, thank you so very much.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Good morning. Okay, wow. I see a lot of people in the chat. I just want to say this on the record. I support black women. I have nieces that are black. My sister, I have sisters that are black. My mother is black. I support black women. I'm actually talking to a black woman right now, and we're dating. So I do support black women. It's just when I have a difference of opinion, people try to make a statement, oh, you don't support black women. I do. I love black women. I think the best creation that God ever created was the black woman. All right. So I just want to make sure I put that out there. Black women are the most beautiful humans in the world. Is the black woman. They're more creative. The strength of a black woman is like no other. So I just want to put that on the record. Okay. All right. 5858, call you on air. Hold up. 5858.
Trying to defend Charlamagne.
5884. Okay, hold on. You need to turn me down the back. 5858.
Oh, she didn't cooperate with the
5858. Okay. All right. We got it. You got it. Turn me down the back. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello, good afternoon, Wiley.
Hey.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me just say this. I think that there should be a law in place that any victim, any person who's claiming that they are raped, they have to get a rape kit. There should be a law in place saying that no matter whether their mama or daddy want it or not, they have to get a rape kit, and they have to testify. There should be a law in place about that. Because she's sitting there, her mama all of a sudden now wants to come out and say that, oh, this happened such and such years ago. No, and you didn't want her to testify because it was a traumatic event. No, baby. Because now what you're doing, if that did happen to her, now you're leaving it open for another victim to get victimized. So no, you should have let her testify in court. I don't care what nobody says, that mother was wrong for not allowing that girl to testify in court. And now you want to come back all these years? It sounds like she's looking for some money all these years later, okay? So there needs to be a law in place that no matter what age, you have to testify. Either you do it anonymously or not. You have to testify, okay? And let me say this right here. I believe Charlamagne is guilty. Whether he raped her or not, it was his party. He admitted that he took the girl to the party. He's guilty one way or another. And that's why he pled guilty. So he didn't necessarily have to rape her, but he's guilty one way or another. But I'm not going to I'm not victim shaming, but listen, you should have let that girl testify in court. Don't come back 17 years later crying, trying to get some sympathy when you had the opportunity to do all that then and there. You're worrying about your daughter being traumatized. Obviously, she's still traumatized to this day. So what her being traumatized at 15? She was traumatized at 15, and she's traumatized till this day. So what did you accomplish by not allowing her to testify? Because she's still going through it today, 17 years later. So what did you accomplish? There needs to be some type of law in place. And let me just say this. For years, I'm from South Carolina, so I grew up with Charlamagne on our radio. For years, Charlamagne has slandered people. For years, he has tore black people down. For years, he's done that. Before he went to Wendy Williams, he was on our local radio station tearing artists down, tearing black people down, being very nasty. For years, he's done that. When he went to Wendy Williams, he sat up there, Wendy Williams, tearing black people down, being nasty, being malicious. When he got on the Breakfast Club, he tore black people down, being nasty and malicious. And not one time have I heard by anybody sending him a cease and desist. He tore, what's that guy named on the radio who was dealing with transsexuals? He tore that man apart. He tore Funkmaster Flex apart when he came out that Funkmaster Flex and his daughter, his wife were, he beat up his wife. He tore that man apart, and not one time did I hear any of them send him a cease and desist. But as soon as somebody says something about him, he gets a cease and desist. That's a sign of guilt right there, and that's a sign of punk bitch assness. Okay? So Charlamagne is not innocent in this either. Okay? Charlamagne is not innocent whatsoever. Okay? Charlamagne has spent his career tearing black people down to the core. And now all of a sudden he has a change of heart and wants to be a spokesperson for mental health. No, he needs to be held accountable for all of the stuff that he's done throughout his entire career. If you want to go back and get Bill Cosby for stuff he done in the 70s, oh no, you're going to have to go back and get Charlamagne for the things that he's done in the early 2000s. Okay? So Charlamagne is not innocent. Even though I don't believe that he actually raped the girl, he's still guilty in some way or another.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right. We're going to go to the next caller. Good morning. 5858, you live on air.
Thank you.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Call back in. I'm sorry. I didn't try to put him on the speaker and it cut off. 5858, call back in. I'm sorry. All right, we'll bring you back on. Call back in. 5858, your last four. Let me see if I can bring him back on the air. Do we have his number on here? Call back in. I clicked the wrong button. Trying to plug this phone up. All right, no, we don't need to have this one. Okay. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. Hold on, call back in. I'm sorry if they are in the chat. You mentioned the other day you liked her love. I suggested that you listen to her content because you're missing vulnerable info. I love you, bro, but you don't listen. Again, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. Okay. If you have any receipts that you want to send to my DM, send it to my DM. Okay. And we'll definitely see that. Okay. You can definitely send it to the DM. We stand with Charlamagne the God the same way Tamika Mallory, which is a black woman, stand with Charlamagne the God. Angela Yee, which is a black woman, stands with Charlamagne the God. And I don't believe those two successful, intelligent black women will be standing by a person that abused women. So I stand with Tamika Mallory, which is a beautiful black woman. I stand with Angela Yee, which is a beautiful black woman, and Angela Rye as well, beautiful black woman. So that's just my opinion, and I think that it's a great opinion. And if you don't agree, that's fine, because we can agree to disagree. We don't have to be nasty at it. We don't have to be combative. I come in peace, very peaceful on this show, and it's definitely great. Dealing with Megan Thee Stallion, someone brought that up, but the DA charged Tory Lanez, so he is being charged. He's going he actually got to go to court for that. He was arrested and he was charged, so it's different. And I believe he violated Megan Thee Stallion. And he shot her and her pinky toe. And I came out, said it publicly. I got dragged by some Tory Lanez fans. But it's okay. I gave my opinion, and that's just what it is. Also, too, I will be watching Jessica Reed documentary and do a full breakdown on her documentary today. So if a producer can DM me the documentary so I can watch it, okay, I would definitely DM me, and I could do a full breakdown of that today. So if a producer can really be great and just send me that documentary, if it's still up, because I couldn't find it. So if you have it, DM it to me. Good morning, Anonymous. You live on the air.
Wiley, you a mess.
Hey.
You is a mess.
Hey.
Talking about Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez wasn't charged until 3 months after the incident happened. Prior to Tory Lanez being charged, you were already saying Tory Lanez is guilty, based on allegations, even though Megan had never went to the police.
But was he charged, though? Was he arrested and charged? I just want to know, was he charged?
Okay, but Charlamagne pled guilty to a lesser charge. So he was charged. Charlamagne was charged with the R word, right? But because Jessica Reed's mom did not allow her to testify, the state did not have her to testify in the case. They let him plead it down. The same thing with Nicki Minaj's husband, who you go so hard against, that was also able to plead his case down to a lesser
He's on
charge.
he's on a list. So Charlamagne is not on no list. He don't have to register.
It doesn't matter that
he
he's
was
not
not
on the
found
list.
guilty
What I'm
of
saying
that.
is that there's men that you have came up against, Wiley.
I did.
This is what I'm saying.
And the man that I came up, Nicki Minaj's husband, was actually charged. He was charged and convicted. What I'm saying. And
Wiley,
Tory Lanez was
Charlamagne
charged.
and
And
convicted too.
I want to predict, just my
Tory
prediction,
Lanez
he
hasn't
will
been
be found
convicted.
guilty
Okay,
with that
Tory
case.
Lanez was charged 3 months later, but Tory Lanez haven't been convicted. Megan didn't press charges against Tory Lanez.
She don't have to press charges. The state is involved. Ma'am, it was a crime. She don't have to go on it. The state can take over.
was charged and convicted of a lesser charge. Wiley.
Again, it was not of rape. I'm hearing what you're saying, but if it was rape, I will agree with you on that. But it wasn't. It wasn't, ma'am.
Okay, so Wiley, you went up against T.I. and Tiny. They haven't been charged yet. You went up against R. Kelly in surviving R. Kelly, and he hadn't even been charged.
R. Kelly had plenty cases that he went and settled out of civil court for all of these allegations that he had settled. And then you have victims to come out of the woodwork. It was a documentary. You have Kim Fox that's charging him. He got cases in New York, and he also got cases, I think, in cases in Chicago. So it is what it is.
For her corrupt behavior, right? The
Okay.
same Kim Fox that met with Michael Avenatti, the same Michael Avenatti that embezzled money from Nike, that was the lead attorney in this whole Survivor R. Kelly case, right? All of these crooks that was in this case, this whole setup and this whole plot against R. Kelly is slowly crumbling. They rabbit hole is slowly crumbling, slowly crumbling. But like I said, you went up against that black man who had not been charged or had been found guilty in the court of law. R. Kelly is still pleading his innocence. Bill Cosby is still pleading his innocence.
Bill Cosby had been found guilty,
men,
and he was convicted. I'm just telling you.
Wiley, and guess what he did? He said he's innocent because guess what he refused to do? He refused to admit guilt.
I'm just telling you, he was convicted. Whether he refused to take it or not, he was convicted. He was convicted, ma'am.
And he only, but Wiley, when Bill Cosby testified, he only testified to distributing, not to drugging, to distributing Quaaludes, to buying and distributing.
Well, he's
Just
been
like
convicted, ma'am.
Those people have cocaine at parties. They buy it, and the people that want to sniff it, they go and sniff it. That's distributing the cocaine. Charlamagne pled guilty. Bill Cosby did not say, I drugged somebody. Charlamagne admitted on a public platform to drugging somebody.
All right.
So how is Charlamagne protected, and then you have these other guys that's fighting for their innocence? They didn't take no plea, but Charlamagne has taken a plea. So how can you say he's innocent?
That's my opinion, ma'am. Just like you got your opinion that you think he's guilty.
Okay, Wiley. But anyways, I have another question. Can I speak on the whole Angela Stanton thing, or is it too late because that was yesterday?
That was yesterday. We ain't talking about Angela Stanton.
But you didn't open it up. You didn't open it up.
Well, you could have left a comment on there, but we ain't talking about. But go ahead. You got 30 seconds. What you want to say about Angela Stanton?
Okay, so the whole Jason Lee, Angela Stanton, I feel like Jason Lee is a colorist. Jason Lee posted all of Angela Stanton mugshots. I feel like he's really in his feelings because she gave him the business. You cannot force a mother to call her child anything other than what sex her child was born. And I think Jason Lee took a jab at her to talk about her parenting. And I don't think she was wrong for saying, okay, if your mom wants you to address her as a crackhead, are you going to address your mama as a crackhead? And I think that he got in his feelings because now he got that lady mugshot posted all on his page. And I think that he is a colorist. That's my take.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right. We got
Riley, you so messy.
We got a lot of people, but yeah, thank you so much for calling in. Well, let's go to this caller. Good morning. Anonymous, you live on the air. Good morning.
Hello?
Hey, you live on the air.
Yes, I just wanted to say that you ain't nothing but a fucking cockeyed motherfucking...
Okay, well, what the world you doing all that? You want to cuss me out this morning, okay? Okay, you want to cuss me out. Hold on 1 second. They want to call me cockeyed and all that. Good morning. All right. But Jason Lee not the only one that posted Angela Stanton King mugshot. If you want to go back, Roland Martin posted her mugshot on his page. Roland Martin filter. I remember that. Okay, Executive Wiley was better than this. When I truly don't believe he believed this rhetoric. It's only senses with all this. And I've never seen people to stand up and protest against Charlamagne the God. They don't protest in front of the radio station. I don't see them picketing the lines. I don't see them doing a press conference about Charlamagne. I just see a lot of roo-rah online. All these people that called in, did you write a letter to iHeart? Did you tell your sisters and brothers to picket the sign in front of Power 105.1? I don't see it. So, hey. Okay. 8283, you live on air.
Hello.
Hey, you live. Good morning.
All right. Good morning. I just found you like this morning today.
Good morning. Thank you.
Have you seen? So you haven't seen the documentary on the Jessica girl with about Charlotte?
I have not seen the full documentary of the Jessica. No, I have not.
Wow. Okay. Have you seen him telling his story? Charlamagne during interviews telling what happened. I found two.
I found one. He talked about it. I remember he was on I don't know if that was his podcast. He said he was accused of that, but he was found not guilty because he didn't do it. So that's what he said. So what do you have to bring your opinion on the matter? And shout out to you for finding us today.
Thank you. He did too. One, he's talking to a white guy.
Yeah, I see.
And one, he's talking to a black guy. So which one did you see?
The one with the white guy.
The
one with the white guy. He was on it. He was talking about it.
Okay. Well, the black guy was DJ Academics.
Okay.
So that's another one to look at. All I did was put in YouTube search and put in Charlamagne the God sex allegations.
Okay.
And all this pops up. Mm-hmm. The documentary, I mean, plenty of stuff. Him with the two, everything pops up. So, will you be on the subject again? You said you're going to be
I'm
going to
watch it. I'm going to watch the documentary. I'm going to watch the documentary, and I'm going to come back live today because how long is the documentary? I hope it ain't no 16-hour documentary. How long?
44, 45 minutes.
Okay, I can watch it. So, did they DM it to me? If you can, follow me on Instagram or email it to me.
I don't know how to DM.
Do you know?
I don't know how. I'm an older lady. I don't know how to do none of that.
You don't know how to email either, man? Do you know how to email?
No.
Yes, but I love.
My kids help me.
I love you, though. I love you.
Put in the search.
I'm gonna put in the search. That's
all
what
I did was put in the search.
I'm gonna put in the search.
I put in the search of YouTube.
I'm gonna put it in search.
And I put Charlamagne the God sex allegations, and it all came up.
All right, I
wrote it down for you.
Okay, thank you. No, I'm gonna type it in. I'm gonna type it in right now. Thank you so much, sister.
Yeah, on the YouTube search, and bam, all this come up in the YouTube search.
So, did you subscribe to my YouTube channel?
Yeah, well, your YouTube, no, not yet, because I got to see what you're talking about when you do your reaction to this. After you watch this documentary and look at those two videos, and then you need to come back and see.
Okay.
Take questions and see how you feel.
All right. Because I never seen it.
Go ahead.
No, I never seen the documentary, so I just typed it in. So I'm gonna watch it after this live. Thank you, caller.
Do you see it? You see?
I
what
see.
I'm talking about?
I got it. Yes. So this is like 41 minutes and 40 seconds.
Well, I ain't too computer, dumb.
No, you're not. Well, thank you. And how did you find out about the Wiley Show? You just clicked on YouTube and I popped up?
Well, I'm in these YouTube streets.
Oh.
And you just popped up. And I clicked on you and been watching you for a little minute.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, just found you today. Didn't know your name.
Okay.
I'm calling in, didn't know name or nothing. So, but Wiley, okay. So you talk about celebrity news, local news, what's going on around the world? Do you do politics?
Politics, celebrity gossip. We also talk about web series that's going on, and that's pretty much sums up what we talk about. But we talk about a lot. I love to talk. And I'm going to tell you right now, some days you ain't going to like me. Some days you going to love me. That's just how I show up.
I hear. Okay. I wish I could have got it yesterday. I'm 100% Angela Stanton. But, y'all already talked about that, but I'm 100% on her team with that.
Well, tell me why. Tell me why you on her side. I want to hear that. Before, since the other caller talked about it, tell me why you on Angela Stanton's side.
Because she had a young boy. That was a boy. She gave birth to a boy. And I don't see okay, so now her son want to be a female. Lord knows, thank you that I don't have these problems, and my two girls are, girls and one, young women now. But I mean, if she wanna address him as Jay, what's wrong with that? Okay, I do have a question. Do Jay want to get the sex change? Is that what this about, or the name that his mom is calling him? Which one is it?
I don't know if she want to do the sex change, but she want her mother to really call her a woman and really address her with the proper pronouns. Angela do not, because she said I birthed a boy, so a man child. So
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
My name is Leah. Okay, my name is Leah.
Yes.
And I don't. My mom ain't gonna call me Lee, because she just not gonna do it. That's the way I look at that.
Okay.
Even if I was, whatever they call them, LGBTQ, and now I want to be a man. I mean, but my mom ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do it. I'm straight team Angela on that. Yeah. So what time? And you in New York?
No, I'm in Dallas. But if you subscribe to the channel, you could definitely you'll know when I go live, because you're not on Instagram. So if you subscribe, you would get the notification because you're new.
No Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah. So
Snapchat, I don't know none of that.
Yeah. So just subscribe to the channel and you'll get notified.
Okay.
All
right. And and so you think Charlamagne is innocent?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. Well, listen to her story and go back and look at these. It's like 3-4 minute clips of him just talking to both these interviewers, telling them, and it's about Jessica. They're on the same page. He done that. I'm sorry, but he done it. 100%. He done that. Charlamagne done that. He pleaded to a lesser charge, because they didn't take the DNA, and the mother didn't want her to testify. But he got charged with a lesser charge, not the rape. But he did it. Oh gosh, it's a headache. I'm just glad it ain't me. People. If it was me, no, you don't know if it was you. And I don't even like putting myself in situations. If it was me, what you would have done? You wouldn't have done nothing. You wouldn't have done a damn thing. So it's just a headache, and I'm just glad it's not my children or nothing I'm going through. Everything good on my end until whatever. But
all right,
I will continue to watch. You take care.
Well, thank you so very much for calling in. Okay.
Right,
wow, we got a new producer. That's what I'm telling y'all. So we on the right track. All right. Okay. Moderators, post the text number if they don't have it. Give me a second. Let me post it in the chat and I'll tag it and I'll do something. Hold on 1 second. All right. So people want to know it because it's a certain way. Yeah, right. So give me a second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. All right. Is somebody else on here? How long we been on here? God damn it. We've been on here a long time. Make sure y'all like the video. Okay, we get 10 more likes, we'll stay on. All right, hold on. Okay, you hung up, caller. I was gonna bring you on. My bad. Okay, it's still on. 646-716-8447. Okay. If you want to be notified when we go live, text the Wiley Show, one word, no spaces, to 833-760-1691. It is free to do. And you can stop it at any time. Just text stop. So if you want to be notified when we go live, text the number 833-760-1691, and you just text the Wiley Show, one word, no spaces, and you will get an automatic message. Okay. There you go. Somebody already subscribed to it. Okay. Let me say this. Do we have people in here? Let me see if anybody else want to call in. I want to make sure everybody want to call in. I just want to make sure everybody was able to get their point across. No shade, but Tasha needs to work on her interview skills. She kept cutting off Flame Monroe, sometimes trying to be funny. We want to hear Flame. I disagree with that, Miss Daniels. I disagree with that. She did an incredible job. She wasn't cutting off Flame Monroe. It was a great interview. Miss Daniels or Mr. Daniels, that's not true. She was doing a great job. It was a great interview. She wasn't cutting off Flame. Flame was talking. It was a great interview. I didn't catch that she was cutting off Flame Monroe. She did an incredible job on the interview. Okay. All right. Do we have any other callers? Give me a second. All right. Thank you so much. Let me see. Any other callers? 646-716-8447. I want to make sure because I don't want to get no DMs. You didn't answer my phone call. All right. All right. Give me a second. Okay. Hold up. All right. You said we're beautiful black women, but don't be fooled. You can't stand for something and then turn around. So again, I stand with beautiful black women. Again, I'm not gonna let people stand in the narrative talking about I don't like black women. I love plenty of black women. That ain't gonna work for me. Okay. But we will watch the Jessica Reed documentary. And we definitely will do that. I will definitely be back live in about an hour. Okay. And so you better join the text list because I'm going to watch this documentary. I'm going to watch it, and we're going to come right back live. And thank you all for that because I want to see what's so about this documentary. Okay? All right? Tasha Katie going to take Wendy's spot. No, Tasha Katie going to have her own spot. It's not about taking nobody's spot. Wendy Williams is getting older, though, and she's not that well. But, Tasha's going to have her own spot. She's going to have her own television show. I predict that from my sister. All right. And that's a black woman that I support. I support plenty of black women. Okay. People like Toya are charging for text orders, so we appreciate Wiley being free. It's free. It's free for me to notify you. And yes, so I want to thank all the new subscribers for that. And one YouTuber that I do watch is Tasha. I said it. I used to watch all these other YouTubers, but I just watch her. I don't have time to watch other YouTubers, and I just work on my content because I don't have the time. Because by the time I get through researching my topics, I go live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I go live, and I just only YouTuber that I tell you that I watch from beginning, middle, and end is Tasha. It's my sister. Like, I just watch her. I don't have time to watch other YouTubers. I really don't. I'm going to watch this documentary because y'all kept saying watch the documentary, and we're going to come back and talk about it. And we're going to talk about some other stuff that's going on today. But I want to say thank you all so much for that, okay? Why can't black women coexist and all be successful? Why pin one against each other? Because that's what they do. I don't know if when people throwing shade, give me 1 second, people are throwing shade at WeTV. WeTV is a successful network. It's in about 60 million homes, right? So when people throw shade at WeTV, I'm like, what are you throwing shade? It's a network. It's on cable. It's a cable network television show, television network. So don't throw shade at stuff because if I get a WeTV contract, I'm going to be happy. Okay? Have you heard Tasha K. Wiley Show in the past? Yes, she have. You can find it on YouTube. You definitely can find it on YouTube. It is actually there. Okay, and we're going to talk about it. Give me a second. I was waiting on somebody said they want to call in. I'm just waiting on them. You see how good I am? All right, we wait on her enough. She one of my listeners wanted to call in, and she wanted me to wish her happy birthday, but she didn't call in. And I forgot her name, so my apologies. Oh, we'll be back live. If you want a birthday shout out, send us a DM. And we're only doing it free for like 1 more month, and then the next month I have to start charging folks when I start singing happy birthday and stuff, because we do like a full thing. But just DM me, and I try my best to do it, but we will start charging eventually. And also too, we do have spots open for if you want to sponsor, if you're a business, because we have a very highly engaging audience. So you can definitely email me at wileyshow@gmail.com. If you want a segment on our show, you can definitely do it. If you want me to do a commercial for you for your brand, you can definitely do it. Just email me at wileyshow@gmail.com. We do answer back to you. If you need YouTube consultation, we do that as well. And it's very affordable, okay? I work with one YouTuber. They're doing quite well. So if you want to do that, just email me at wileyshow@gmail.com, or you can DM me at Wiley Show on my Instagram. I'm on Instagram at Wiley Show, and I'm on Twitter at Wiley Show. So shout out to the people that follow me on all platforms. And special shout out to the people that follow me on Station Head. Okay, I want to give a special shout out to that. We will do some more shows over there, but I got to watch this documentary first before I do a show over there on Station Head. Just agrees foreclosure. Just agree. Did you forget about me? By Choke No Joke. Okay, yeah. Not a price for your voice. Yeah, it got to be a price, child. You know, can't be doing it all the time if it gets too busy. But yeah, all right. See y'all later. Peace. That was it. Let me watch this documentary. Okay. Make sure y'all subscribe. Thank you.